as many of you probably know. That means that there is no kitchen after the break. It's ball in hand anywhere on the table. We have the game that they're going to play is 8-ball. It's a race to 15, and they are running alternate break. So before we begin, give a quick shout out to some people who make it happen. If you like what you see, please thank Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop. They're a 24-hour service. They take out video surveillance, locks and padlocks. They cut your keys. If you need anything to close your doors, maybe garage door openers or anything like that, they'll get that for you. They got safe combinations, all that good stuff. So if you like what you see, they supplied the camera for us today. Give Caleb Baxter a call, 815-822-5653. We're going to go ahead and get on a little quicker sooner and later. I'll run through other sponsors as the matchup goes on. So today we're going to see a matchup of two people who know each other. They've JR used to own the APA in DeWitt County, and he just recently sold it. I don't know how long ago, maybe within the last 2 years. So we have him and Chris know each other very well. Chris also runs tournaments at Breakers Bar and Grill in Clinton, Illinois. And this should be, from what I know of each player, this should be a fairly even matchup. Last time I checked, they were both APA 6s. I don't know the last time really either has played on a serious level, so we might see some interesting gameplay today. So I'd like to thank everybody for sharing and doing everything that you do and being here with us. So I'm sharing everything to Jay's Garage right now. Jay's currently not in the booth with me. I am all alone for right now. So we're gonna try to get the ball rolling here sooner than later. I'm gonna talk with people today in Jay's Garage. So if you would like to comment on what's going on inside Jay's Garage today, go to Jay's Garage Facebook page, and that's where I will be having conversations with people today. Everything's all up, and it looks like it's ready to go. So I'm going to give a quick knock on the glass to these gentlemen to start the matchup. So whenever they're ready, I think Chris won the lag, so Chris is going to start off. Welcome everybody tonight. This is your Friday night fight, race to 15, so it should take a little while. Chris is looking to break the first game. Breaks the cue ball off the table, our brand new cue ball. Yeah, Rick, hey, you're welcome, man. I appreciate you tuning in with us. So hopefully, you know, I love doing this, but people just continuously been blowing up my phone. I put my messenger on silent today because I'm not sure if people just don't understand that I have a life, and I get all these messages. Hey, did you find me this? Hey, did you find me that? And do I have a huge echo? Well, sorry about that. Jason, here, let me try it. Hopefully it went away. If not, you're stuck with it. How'd Chris get the nickname the Mayor? Jacob, that's because he's the mayor of Shanoa. So he's a legit mayor. So I decided to just start calling him the Mayor. That way when he wins all of his matches, I can say, like, the mayor takes care of politics again, you know, or some crazy catch line just to make people laugh. But he actually really is a mayor. So that's how we get that. I'm setting up everything here. So they wanted to start a little early. Are you sure? Everybody else telling me that I have an echo, because I shouldn't have an echo.
Oh, echoes are Josh.
Rick, the table is in Pontiac, Illinois. That's a bit of a drive for you. That would take you a while to get to. Yeah, I got a feeling, Jason, that might be your cell phone there, but I'm pretty sure I don't have an echo. Jay just joined with me in the booth. Yeah, Todd, you know, I posted something on Facebook, and I don't know if it just didn't take or what, but yeah, I did find an opponent for Tony. It's Sean Dow from Champaign. I know at the beginning of the match last night I went to post it, I must have X'd out of it or got busy and never hit send or something like that. I don't know, because a bunch of people blew up my phone this morning. Oh, I'll play him, blah, 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 blah. And I found an opponent for Tony, so we don't have to worry about Saturday.
How we doing, sir?
Oh, Jay
How's
just
everyone
joined us.
else doing?
What's going on?
I just sat down and left my tea sitting out there on the table outside the booth.
Yep.
I'm special that way.
You guys might hear me chomping. My apologies. They wanted to start early. I thought I had till 5 o'clock. But they wanted to start early, so if you hear me, it's because I'm eating dinner. Looks like JR came ready to play. He's firing away at some shots. Looking to get out of the first rack here. Yeah, that was a hell of a shot
nice
to start
shot.
off the rack.
Holy moly.
Smokes. That was a hell of a shot, but now I think he
hooked himself on the
he
8.
might have hooked himself on the 8.
Just a little bit. I like the way you put the mayor up there.
Pulled out the chunky. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. What's up, Eric, Derek, Michael? Welcome to tonight's feature Friday night fight.
These guys are fighting it out on the table, and Eric's fighting it out with the flies.
Yep, I'm starting to wonder if someone had the garage door open today.
Nope. I didn't mow today.
They must have had kids or something then.
No, I actually, the only time I came in here was to wax the rails on the table and to clean the ball.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. That's like a G1 shot of the night right off the bat.
So JR fires two shots straight in the hole pretty fast.
Wow.
He must have a date with his wife tonight. I don't know what's going on there, but
holy
he says,
moly.
I didn't travel from Clinton for nothing, so you guys saw some good shots here in the very first game.
No kidding.
JR cuts the ball all the way down the table and then fires a jump shot in the corner pocket to go up 1-0 on Chris.
That was crazy. I'm glad I got back out here for that.
Yeah, eventually, guys, I'm going to figure out the replay feature on this. I haven't taken the time to do it yet. But that was a pretty strong shot from JR.
Yeah, it was.
JR set to break rack number 2, leading Chris 1-0. They're playing the BCA format, so the ball in hand on the break and stuff doesn't, or I'm sorry, the 8 ball on the break doesn't count, all that good stuff. Yeah, Rick, that's kind of what I thought too. That was a pretty strong jump shot, dude.
Yeah, it was.
That was a pretty strong one. JR's looking to start with solids here, and in the process accidentally locks up a solid. So let's see if he goes after it right away. There's a couple different shots he could go to get out of it. He's going to shoot the 6 maybe to come across and break it out. No.
Oh.
English took, but good news is he put the 4 over there.
Yep.
Now he's got
a shot on after that, huh?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not anymore. Look out.
Oh.
Did he hook him? Hook himself? I don't know.
Ruh-roh. After the last 2 big shots he made, I'm kind of interested to see what happens on this one.
You're right. So it looks like he's looking to kick at the 4 ball in the corner pocket. Oh, he gets a good hit.
He hit it.
See where the cue ball goes. So Chris is going to have to, looks like he's going to have to buckle down here early on to have a chance at JR. JR comes out,
he comes out
firing like that. Chris is going to need to respond, I think.
It's crazy.
So as always, we appreciate the players who come in to participate in Jay's Garage. So we think
that was a nice breakout.
We thank the mayor for taking time out of his office to come grace us with his presence this evening. We also thank JR for making the about hour and 20-minute drive from Clinton, Illinois, which is southwest of Bloomington, I believe. Start to get down there in the my directions kind of start to go a little crazy. Because there's twists and turns all over the place, and I just kind of lose track of directions. But
Right.
it's on the way towards Decatur, and that's southwest, so I would imagine that's probably southwest of Bloomington too. So
Southwest or southeast? You going towards California or away from it?
no, it's southwest. Yeah. It's not towards Indiana. Chris has an interesting dilemma here. He's got the 11 ball that looks like he might have to turn up a notch. He doesn't have to. I think he's looking at turning it up a notch. Maybe the 10 ball cross table to shoot the 11 in the side pocket that's on the bottom part of your screen. That may have been what he wanted, but he hit it awfully hard.
Yeah,
he can still get back there,
Yeah,
play
he
those
can.
shots though. He just has to draw the ball.
Oh, I think he's looking at the safety.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Kitty. So that means he drove 2 hours all the way here.
Holy moly.
Yeah, he played. I thought they lived in Clinton, so. Yep, he drove 2 hours, about an hour and 52 minutes to get here today.
Holy moly.
He is the. I'm going to change that. He is the second player that I've had here from Clinton, or from Decatur. I keep wanting to say Clinton because he owned the APA in DeWitt County, but. Let's see here. Hometown. Yeah, good try.
Well.
Chris just misses it here, but leaves JR kind of a tight, interesting out. We'll come in here, edit this. Jay, you're gonna have to watch that screen because I can't tell.
It makes the 1 ball, but is he going to try to squeeze that in there? Oh.
I don't think he was going to try to squeeze it
I'm
as
not
much
sure.
as he was going to try and follow it in. So Chris has a chance
Got
here.
to be careful the 8 ball.
Well, I think I'd try to bank the 9 with some speed into the 12. The pink stripe is the 12 ball. Yeah, I got to control
That's
the 9
what he tried.
ball. The only thing that sucks about this, if JR has any safety play in him, that 4 ball's awfully big.
The 3 ball?
No, the 4 ball.
Oh, you're playing safety now?
Yeah,
I thought
I'm going to put the 4 in front of the 12 ball and make
Yeah,
Chris
that'll
kick
work.
at it.
My brain's not in it yet. Bear with me.
Yep,
Hey, just like that.
called that one.
Well, Chris got a mass A jumper kick.
This is a kick shot. Because if you jump it and you hit it bad, the cue ball goes away from the 9.
Uh-oh.
Oh, don't hit the 3.
Those rails grab
Oh, if you're going to hit
pretty
the 3, hit it good. So yeah, JR still has decisions to make. He doesn't have the best shot. I would actually make the... He's going to shoot it up there and go after it. I'd shoot the 4 ball into the 12. Hide him from the 9 ball.
Wow.
Look out.
He-
Yeah, oh, did he hook him?
I think he did.
I think he did.
I believe so. Yep. And the way Chris shook his head.
Brad, Steve, Kalen, Dan, what up? So you almost want to try to hit the 4 ball towards the 8 here to come off the 9. I don't know if he can even hit the 9 ball. Yeah, he could.
Oh,
That's not a bad shot.
no.
He's making him shoot the ball down table, so
He's just going to send it around and try to leave.
this is a really good shot too
Hey,
because
Chris on
Chris
the-
can't bank it past
Right.
the 3 ball.
And he can't bank it over to where the 8 ball is either, so.
What pocket did he call?
I cannot
I
tell
saw
if he
him point to
called the
something.
side or...
Ooh,
Oh.
tuck in front of the 8 ball.
Oh.
Wow. Well, that just made it interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, it did.
JR's looking at it. I think he has a chance to go get it, but he's not going to. Now, what are you doing? I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I'm just barely clipping that 9 ball and putting the cue ball right behind the 8.
Oh. I would have shot the 4 ball in the side pocket and given him ball in hand.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
For sure. Yep. Because like the shot that Chris just shot, it's not really, it doesn't help him any.
Right.
Now JR just put the 2 balls by the corner pocket. Chris going to have to cross bank this now because both balls go in the open. And I had to worry about making the...
Oh!
Yeah, he's got to worry about making the 8, worry about making the 9, worry about getting shaped. There's a lot of stuff there. Now all JR's got to do is just pocket a ball. Definitely would have kept the 9 where it was there.
Yeah, there it is.
So, JR goes up 2-0 against Chris, and they are playing alternate break. So Chris is going to rack game number 3. As Chris is racking, we're going to take the time to advertise this major matchup because I don't have a flyer for this coming Saturday. We'll talk about that after a bit, but you're going to want to tune into G1 TV here on June 13th because we're going to see some huge monster master players go at it as Abe Shea's going to take on Dustin Wilgus. I think they're playing for 5 $100 bills, so they're going to be having some good action there, but Chris is in quick fashion, so I don't want to miss anything, so we're going to get right back to the action there. It looks like the 7 ball is going to drop. I think I saw another ball drop in the top left corner. So 2 balls are down. Chris has the option. 6 ball has some problems. 6 ball is the solids, I think, are more open. The stripes are more congested, but I do agree with Chris by shooting the stripes. I think they're probably the out because of the 6 ball. It's super, super hard to get the 6 ball to find a pocket. So this is a good chance for Chris to potentially get out the 6 ball here. He could put enough English on the red stripe, the 11 ball, to break out the 6 if he chose to. He chooses to try to play the 12 ball off the rail and off of the 2 ball and misses. So now he leaves JR a chance to go after the 6, which I'm sure JR will take. And misses the first. Misses the first attempt, but doesn't leave Chris a whole lot to shoot at. No, Kalen, I don't think it does. I definitely don't think it does. It might have before he tried to break it out, but it definitely doesn't now. But it's got a pocket now. So let's see what Chris decides to do here. Let's see if Chris can get on the board here. I try to follow this all the way through. I try. He draws it back. I think I would have tried to draw it, to follow it all the way through. I think I could have gotten by the 8, but my luck, I probably would have bumped into it. Comes back down to get the 12 into the bottom right-hand corner. Planning to leave himself for the 9, I think. I think I would have played the, I can't remember what ball he just made, but I think I probably would have kept it up top, tried to get the 10 ball first before shooting this. Yeah, he's in trouble. That's the 13 ball, I believe, that he just kind of blocked himself on. So he's in no man's land right now.
He's got to come up with a decent shot. Some low left-hand English to draw to the rail is what I would do. Yeah, he goes in front, tries to force a breakout. Which leaves him in a dangerous spot of potentially being down 3-0.
Yeah, JR's coming out firing on all cylinders.
Well, JR's a good player. In the times that I've known JR, I've never really known JR to play a lot of safes, but he is an excellent ball maker. I think he's one of the finest that Clinton area had to offer, because I know he'd go to his leagues and stuff, and you just don't see, when JR's focused, JR doesn't miss a lot of balls. And I can't say that his safe game is bad or anything like that, because truthfully I've just never really seen it.
Right.
I always see him making some nice shots, to like jump shots, and things like that.
Uh-oh.
He shoots that one into the rail, which I think he shot that a little quick, but he gave Chris an opportunity to win his first game.
Yes, he did.
So I'm going to try to miss the 10 ball and try to get straight in on the purple stripe, the 13 ball. Good shot right there. And then you'll be able to have that angle on a stop shot to maybe a centimeter to an inch of draw. Yep, not too much. Just to come back, give yourself some angle. This is a shot I'm coming back 2 rails for to shoot the 8 in the bottom left-hand corner. Chris looks like he's
just going to slide out
he's
for
gonna
it.
come across. The only reason why I don't do that is because I'm always afraid I'm never going to get there. So I play both rails just to make sure I get there. But he gets there. It's okay.
Yeah,
So Chris wins
gets
his
on the
first
board.
game. He breaks the ice. We would also like to thank Marson's Home Improvements for all of the improvement needs that Jay has needed in the garage. Jeremy Marson's the owner. He's done a fantastic job. He has helped put on what you see right now. So he is in Pontiac, and I don't know if he travels for the people who are watching, but I'm sure for the right price he would. He does stand behind his work, and he is very reasonable. So if you have any carpentry needs, go ahead and give Jeremy Marson a call at 815-822-7517. Pool players supporting pool players. So Jeremy does play pool. So here comes JR with rack number 4, leading Chris 2-1. Uh-oh, looks like the first G1 break of the night. So Chris has the option of both of them, but JR wasn't very nice in the leave. Hey Sean. Hey Bart. What's going on?
Hey, Bart. How you doing, man?
So Chris starts with a combination which, if he's going to go offensive and commit, that's might have been one of the only shots, if not the only shot that he had. But JR steps up with the open table now with much better opportunity to potentially run out. The only issue he has with stripes is the 13 ball, I believe, and the 13 does have a pocket. It's just kind of difficult to get to, so stripes it is for JR. So he got kind of straight on this 9. I don't like to shoot this shot personally. Yeah, he's going to come straight backwards with it. And I don't, like I said, I've said in the past multiple times, I don't like to use draw because there's too many factors that go into drawing the ball. 8 balls a game and keeping it simple. Oh, I thought he made the 8. Hey, Sean. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, for those of you who are watching, please take the time. We got 18 viewers right now. Doesn't take a lot of time. Just do us a huge favor. Like it. Let us know that you like it. And then give us a share. If you really like what you see and you want to be a part of Jay's Garage, I keep getting phone calls, about, hey, can I play? Hey, can I play? And, a big part of it is a lot of these matches were set up by the players. They weren't set up by me. So, a lot of people are messaging me trying to find them action, which I will if I have time.
if someone calls me and says, hey, I got this guy and we want to play for this much, well, I'm probably going to give them a date because they already took the time to set up their action and things of that sort. So if you are trash talking to anybody and you want it streamed with commentary, give us a call. It's just way too difficult for me to try to find actions for absolutely everybody. So we would appreciate your help in that as well, to try to find your own action if you want it. And if not, we appreciate you tuning in. So I think we're going to find out if the 13 ball, the purple stripe, goes off of the 5 ball, which is the purple ball that's in the corner pocket, because that's what he's looking to shoot. I don't. He goes after the 14 ball, trying to break out the 10. That would have also been a ball that you could have shot off the rail, off of the purple 5 ball. But now JR has kind of got himself into a jam. Not a lot of safe that can really go on, except slow rolling this shot, leaving him on the rail. Yep. So he leaves Chris long, and as long as Chris strokes this really good, he's got a super good chance. So what up, Tony? He's got a super good chance of leaving a safety. I don't know if the 6 and the 7 ball actually is a straight in combination. It looks like it's pretty close to 1, but I think if Chris shot the 2 in the corner and rolled up there, he could park the cue ball behind the 6, but he may be looking at shooting the 2 in the side, which I believe he is, to try to go get that breakout or come behind the balls. He shoots it in the corner. He doesn't really shoot it hard enough. I'm really curious if this if the combo goes. Chris is going to get down and shoot it like it does. So, oh yeah, I had the whole pocket. I didn't know if it was off angled or not. So Chris going for the what appears to be the 1 ball now. Maybe trying to get after the 3 ball as soon as possible. Might be shooting the 3 in the side now, because the 3 doesn't really have any other pockets. He's playing. Let's see where he plays the 4. Hey Matt, plays the 4 up in the corner. Did he get enough? Yeah, he did. He's pretty good. That's a good shot to get on the 3 in the top right. Then he's going to try to roll straight through. All he's got to do is remember G1's rule number 1. Jay, what's that?
Make the ball.
Make the ball, Jay says. That's right. When in doubt, just make the ball. Don't do anything crazy. Just make the ball. So, yep, Chris doesn't do anything crazy. He just makes the ball. So he's going to shoot the 8 ball in the corner pocket. And now we're looking at a 2-2 score. Another win scores
2-2
for the mayor. And now the mayor ties JR 2-2. Going to talk about this quick up matchup coming up here on June 20th, right here on G1 TV. We're going to have Josh Donaldson from Peoria taking on Joey Dyer from Ottawa. That's going to be a race to 10, or I'm sorry, a race to 25, excuse me. And they're going to play 10 ball with the world standardized rules. It's going to be winter break, and it's going to start at 1:30 p.m. AJ Darren, what's up? So tune into that awesome matchup. That's going to be a nice long day of some good rotation action. So tune into G1 TV at 1:30 p.m. on the 20th for that action. So Chris getting ready to go after game number 5. Keeps the second ball break, which I think he's done twice now, and left the cue ball kind of on that end of the table. Would like to thank everybody for joining us this evening on your Friday night fight. So I'm seeing stripes here for JR if he decides to go offensive. Doesn't look like he can play the 9. I mean, the 9 ball would have been the shot that I would have played because I could control the cue ball and potentially just play the 10 and get it out of there. But he's committed by shooting the pink 12 ball. And it looks like he's got the 14 leading to the purple 13 ball. Rattles the 14 ball, but he was going with, appears to be the 13 ball. So, once again, everybody, welcome. If you could just do us a huge favor, like what you see and share it for us, please. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get as much exposure as possible. Also, if you are interested in becoming a sponsor of G1 TV, if you could go ahead and message myself or Jay, and we can talk about possibly getting you on camera, getting you a shout out through the mics, all that good stuff. We are taking sponsorships now. We're into June, so if you have a business that you'd like to, Chris just misses the one ball completely and gives JR a ball in hand. So now you got to go after the 11 on the side. As long as it goes, you got to go after it, because that's the only way you're going to get to it. At least the 14 actually has a corner pocket to go into. So by JR choosing that, I feel like maybe he's going to go after the 14 next, try to follow through it. Yeah, but he runs. Yeah, he squirrels himself in the process. I would have shot it in the side for sure. The 14 ball just would have been my last ball for the 8, really. If I could get around the table by going from the 11 to the 9 to the 10 to the 15, and then probably the 13 and drop back and shooting the 14 up in that top right-hand corner. So JR looking to bank the 14, runs into the 13, and pushes the 13 up closer to the 7 and the 6, which makes it more difficult for Chris to commit to pockets. So he's taken the bottom left-hand corner away from Chris, so Chris has to go a different route, and he hits it pretty stiff. Finds himself, I'm thinking, into a heap of trouble. Thing I think I would do here, and you put it in JR's hands, I think you got to make the 10 using the 2 ball, and you got to try to put the 2 ball in front of the 9.
Is the 5 in the way?
I don't think it is. He's looking at it. I mean, yeah, we can't. We need a cameraman out there to circle behind these guys so we can get all the good angles, right?
Have a GoPro on there or something.
But yeah, get a. What are them things called that spin, that hover around?
Oh, a drone?
Yeah, get a drone. Just hover above the pool table. That'll just follow everybody.
On top of the refrigerators.
Yeah.
Huh? It's bigger though.
So Chris, wasn't sure what Chris called there. Chris kind of fired away at that one. I wasn't not entirely sure, but what. It happened so fast. He made whatever he was shooting at. I don't know what he shot at, but you know what? He shot the 4 on the side.
Really?
Nope. Yeah, he shot the 4 on the side.
That was a shot.
That was just the 3 in the corner.
Wow.
Yeah. So now he's got a potential to get out of the rack now. That was a great shot by Chris.
Yeah, it was. Holy smokes.
Didn't even see that one coming.
No.
Goes after the 2 with a nice stroke to shoot the 6 ball next. Just for safety measures, because I think that's the 5 ball on the purple 5. I think I would draw it back just a little bit so you don't get hooked on the 7. Oh, I missed it.
Right into the rail.
JR goes after the 9 ball. Looks like he's going to set to try and run out. What up, Jeremy? Welcome. This is a stun shot for me to go to the 14 ball next. Yeah, I would have hit it softer than that. I would have just let it go into the pocket, because I probably would play the 10 ball last in this situation, just because the 12 ball's goofy. I would have gotten the goofy ball out first. But that's just me. Let's see what JR does here, if he can hold it enough to get a decent shot on it. I don't like it personally. He's got a lot of trouble here. Let's see. He's set to run into the 7 ball, it looks like. Yep, he did. Yeah, Yeah, that's not the right route there.
Uh-oh.
So Chris has ball in hand with 3 balls left. And it looks like he's setting for a 7-6-5. I would actually go 7-5-6. Just for better shape on the 8 ball, I think. Depends, because he kind of got himself straight in there. I would have stopped that if you're going to go that route.
He's
So
got a little angle.
Yeah,
Go
he's
2
got to
rails
come
underneath
through
it.
both rails, I think, though. Yep. Just simplicity is
Yep.
all, but he hits that super good and gets straight in.
Yes,
so
he did.
After being down 2-0, it looks like, here's commentator curse, mind you. Looks like Chris is setting to run a 3-2 lead. So yep, he does. And we are gonna take a quick break, I think, and we will definitely be right back on G1 TV. I'm gonna take a break real quick.
All right, we're back. Here we go with game number 6, the second race to 5. We're going to take break about every 5 games here. I am joined with Dalton Koshinski, who lives in Clinton, Illinois, and he's a friend of JR, so we're going to welcome him to the booth. He knows JR a lot better than I do.
How's it going, everybody? Good to be here.
So, in the meantime, you have a Facebook page.
Yes, sir.
That you're just getting ready to start. Why don't you tell the people about that? I know you're trying to grow it, so.
Basically, I just got a pool raffle page I started. Well, I didn't start. I joined a friend of mine with Jimmy Beach. We raffle off basically anything that you guys want. Mostly Predator stuff, but.
Well, that's what sells.
That's what sells.
That's what sells. You're right. What's the name of the page?
It's called Pool Junkies Giveaway.
Pool Junkies Giveaway. So after you like this, so we know that you're with us and that you share it because you love us, go ahead and go to Pool Junkies Giveaway on Facebook and join the group so you can get in on all of the raffle action that Dalton has going on. I can vouch for Dalton. I've known him for, probably 10 years now. It's been quite a long time since I started my venture in Clinton, so can vouch for him. He's a good dude, and he's going to give you high-quality stuff, so make sure you get out to his raffle page there and get signed up. So you do a lot of minis, too, with that,
yes,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
There's, I see, like, $7.50 minis and all kinds of things like that. And
try to keep it cheap. And
yeah, it's cheap and it's affordable. I think what I run into when I do my raffles, and me personally being a raffle person, I don't like the minis because I feel I ain't lucky enough to win twice.
You gotta win twice.
But if you win the first time, you normally win 3 to 6 spots in the main one, so you're getting more opportunity.
Some of the bigger boards,
but
run 69-point boards and you get 10 spots.
Yeah, I mean what I'm running into right now, I've got 418 people, I think, in the Dre's Garage Facebook page, and I got a queue. I'm giving away $25 a spot. It's $1,500 queue. I got 2 people that want tickets.
It's hard to,
if it's not my queue, I'm buying a ticket just because I have a chance to win a $1,500 stick for $25. You know, it's what I did with the BK Rush. I was like, I want one of them, $35. Hey, I
just
you
won
know,
those last week.
yeah. What'd you pay yours for? Oh, $700. What'd you pay yours for? $35. It's always good.
Like you said, it's fun to play the minis, but you got to win twice. But you increase your odds. If you win
Yeah,
minis,
you're
you
right.
have a lot more
Yeah.
on the main board. But.
Yeah, and you'll catch people. You'll catch people buying 3 to 4 spots in your minis, which gets them 3 to 4 spots on the main board. So JR steals a rack away from Chris to make it 3 to 3. So we have a pretty close matchup here. So why don't I was telling people earlier that I've seen JR play a lot, but I haven't seen him play enough. And I guess the question that I was trying to ask is JR a safety player? Because I've never really seen him play a lot of safes.
Mostly offense, but he likes to bank too. I've noticed that with this game. He's a big banker, and he plays safe when he needs to.
Well, I mean, he drilled a jump shot in the first game. He wasn't afraid at all to pull that thing out. So that's I think it's crazy. JR was an APA owner for 10 years, and then the first shot I see him shoot in 4 games, he pulls out a jump cue, which is completely illegal in APA, and just drills it. So I don't know what APA league he's playing in or governing, but
well, you can jump in Masters, I guess.
does he now? Well, being an APA owner though, you can't play in your own leagues, right?
No. Well, you can play in your own league, you just can't play.
You can't play in the citywides or anything like that, right? Yeah.
The water qualifier.
So let's see what Chris is working with. We kind of got all that out of our systems. So Chris is staring at the table like he's stripes. Got himself into an awkward position. So looks like a safety attempt. Don't look like he's trying anything offensive. Yep. Gonna leave JR with 2 balls. One he's got to fire at, and the other one doesn't go. So it's a pretty good save for Chris's part.
JR is going after the 2. If he hits it well, he can push the 6 out into the open. He does commit to pushing the 6 out in the open, but misses the shot in the meantime. So Chris's out's looking to be the old box drill. This is one of my favorite drills in the world. It's almost like a stop shot with some draw. He's committing, I believe, to the wrong ball. I would play the 9 in the corner, and then the 13 in the corner, and stun across to shoot the 12 ball in the corner, and then that ball in the corner to shoot the 8 in the other corner. Minimal cue ball movement. Mostly stop shots with a little bit of backwards action. Now Chris comes around. He says, just give me a shot at that point, I think. He's looking at the 13. Is he going to roll forward and play the 9 on the side? Or is he going to stop it and draw back a bit and shoot the 9 in the bottom right-hand corner? I'm going forward personally. I think I can actually shoot this without fouling. So Chris looks to be drawing backwards. He likes to... Oh, he hit that really good. He's looking to shoot it in the same pocket. That's a good shot. So you going to go all the way forward to the rail? Yep, sure does. Oh, look out, one. I think you can see it. I can't tell. Yeah, you can see it. All right, so this is starting to be some good action. JR started pretty hot. Got up 2-0 on Chris, and then Chris came back, made it 3-2. And then JR hit 3-3, and now Chris is hitting 4-3. Let's talk about June 27th for a second. I'm sure Dalton's probably seen this already. I set up a huge matchup between Josh Franklin and Ryan Ponton. June 27th, they're going to battle it out on 3 p.m. here on G1 TV. Who are you betting on? If you got to bet 20, who are you betting on?
I know Josh more, so I got to go with Josh, but as long as he doesn't drink too much.
Yeah. I think a lot of it depends on Josh, but Ryan definitely doesn't have any give. Ryan's been one of my best friends now for probably 7 years, and I've watched his game grow, but you cannot deny that Josh's game has gone through the roof too. But if I had to bank at probably who's playing more right now, it's probably Ryan. Ryan just graduated from college, and I think he's pursuing his graduate degree. In business and accounting maybe, I think. But it still gives him the summer, if he's not doing any interning or anything like that. So I know Josh is working. The last time I talked to Josh, he has a job where he's working 40 hours a week. So, yeah, I don't know. I have to give the edge to Ryan, but I think I have to give the adjustment to Josh, meaning I think he's the one. Say they're playing the exact same amount, which is none. I think Josh is going to get his stroke quicker than Ryan will. He's going to adjust to the stuff, and he's going to start to almost remember how to play quicker than Ryan will. And I truly hate to say that because Ryan is one of my best friends, but yeah, races to 11, winner break on a bar table. I mean, that's anybody's game. It's between two good players. JR is a freaking beast with the cuts, by the way. He comes pretty freaking close to making any cut shot he shoots at.
Is that 9-ball rate alternate break then? On that?
No, it's winter break, I believe.
So
Yeah.
That could be 3 or 4 X in a row.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It might be alternate break. I think they did do exhibition style. Yeah, it is alternate break. So it is alternate break. So yeah, you won't have the opportunity to see any packs unless if it's a break and run, and a dry break to continue that. But it's still nonetheless a race to 11, best 2 out of 3 sets. So we're seeing if someone blanks, a minimum 33 games, but I mean a maximum of, I don't know, what is that? 21 games apiece, so 63 games a maximum if it goes hill every time. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. So it's going to be a great matchup. So I hope we get a lot of viewers for that. I think we will. I would imagine we will.
I know I'll be watching it.
I know a lot of people are sweating it. And I put that on there, and all of a sudden, I got this guy for this, I got that guy for that. So looking to be a pretty good day. So JR is solids here. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good shot. I would have been afraid I was going to scratch.
Chris might play the 15 in the corner. Yeah, he could see it. That was a good shot. And here comes it looks to be a safety. Slow roller behind the 11. Chris is more of a... In his younger days, I've known Chris now. I've been played pool for 15 years, so I've probably known Chris 14 of those 15 years. In a younger days, he'd fire at probably 85% of everything on the table, but Chris had such a good eye. Out of that 85%, he's probably making 80% of them. As he's gotten older, he doesn't play a whole lot. For those who don't know Chris, he is the mayor of Chenoa, Illinois, which is why I gave him his nickname. He just sounds badass, so I just named him the mayor. But Chris works for a school district when school's in session, and he still runs the Chenoa Township. So a good combination by JR. Did the 12 ball pull out its head there? Doesn't look like it.
We got 2 monster matches coming up. You got that one with Avery Shad.
Yeah, that one.
That's another toss-up as well.
That. Let's just say this month I've worked really hard
I can tell.
to set up
Great matches
some matches, but I can't say that one was actually me. So, Don Catherall from Champaign.
Okay. And then Wilgus.
Set up with Wilgus. Yeah, Wilgus said he wanted to come out, and now the shocking part to me, truthfully, was that he went after Abe. Dustin hasn't really hit a ball in 3 years.
Yeah.
So, and Abe's playing competitive all the time. So let's see what JR does here. What's he planning to do? I'm not sure what he was planning to do exactly. But he opens the table up in the process, which is no good. I think that's the 13 ball, yep. So Chris should start with a combination, if you ask me. He should start with the 13, roll into the 2 ball, and shoot it up there into the 12 ball, which is the pink stripe that's up there in the left corner. And then he's got the 9 ball. He should be able to get out of the rack if he goes that way. I don't like shooting the 13 anywhere else because that's kind of a freebie. You were right there. Yeah, it could. It could. Just me personally, I'm there already. And the chances of me making it, because that's my 10 ball up there anyway. So the chances of me making it is way higher than trying to get shape on it. It's just kind of a freebie. The way I play 8 ball, especially for combos, I ask myself, is it a free shot? Is it something that if I miss, I'm going to leave a ball in a pocket? But is it something, too, to where if the cue ball's in a position, can I just take away a shot that I have to play a shape on?
Right.
Then I'll play a combination if that's the case. Yep. And in that position, the 13 ball is the hardest ball on the table. Hey, Bob, what's up? So, JR misses a mediocrely tough shot. Nobody really likes a back cut. For the people who say they love back cuts, I feel they're lying, personally.
I don't mind him.
Well, we're going to find out. Is he going to shoot it in the side? I think he's going to play it in the side pocket. Yeah. So I guess that's okay. It didn't look like from here that the side pocket was really that big, but he made it pretty solid anyway. No, he was playing safe. You could tell in his stroke that he was trying, there was no position in the stroke, so just trying to put it there to where JR is going to have something tough to do. Now, what would you have done there? Because I would have done something different.
Probably played it behind the 8.
I would have put the 2 ball in front of the 10.
2 ball behind the 8, maybe? I don't know.
Well, I'm not focused as much as that, but he's the pocket that's up here on the left is claimed by Chris. So I would have just rolled it up there. You're making one of his balls, you're taking away something. You know? Yeah, so if he would have put the 2 ball up there, Chris would have had to call safe. He couldn't have made that shot.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, the 14.
Does the 14 go by?
I don't know if it does or not. I don't think so. And that's the 4 ball, by the way. You'll get used to it. It's okay. Yeah, it's a pink 4. I made mistakes all the time. So that's a super good shot by Chris to get under the 14 ball. Now you got to fire it a little bit, come through the 4. Yep. The pink 4.
The pink ball.
It's easy to remember if you go European. So Chris was trying to drive through the pink 4 and trying to put the 8. That's just how I remember it. I just talk European because for some reason Americans. Well, I know why. Could you picture an American doing the Mosconi Cup? Like Europeans, right? They're so respectful.
Right.
And that was a beautiful pot. Now, Americans, what a motherfucker. That's a nice damn shot. That's a fucking good shot by Sky. And Sky looks right at the camera. Shit feels good. That's why we can't have nice things in America. We don't watch what we say. Chris call a bank?
So. Sure did.
Yep, sure did. Comes up short.
Easy. The pink ball first, I think.
You could go either way. If you shoot the if you shoot the 4 first, you got to really control the cue ball. If you shoot the 2, you actually do have time to get off of the rail. Yeah. See how he's got to try to find it. What I don't like about the 2 is that it goes in a bunch of different pockets. It's not committed to a pocket. The 2 with the cue ball there was committed to a pocket. He could get that out of there pretty quick. But Chris gives him another chance. Now you got to shoot the 4 first. Yeah, you got to. JR misses it again. What's going on here? He says, I don't know. He looks back at us. He goes, I don't know. I don't know what that was. So after a couple misses, in my opinion, Chris steals a game because I don't think after missing the bank, JR definitely should have gotten out of that rack. So Chris goes 5-3. Now this is interesting. JR came out firing. He was up 2-0.
3 straight.
Oh, I think he's out there listening. I think he's got it. There's about a 20-second lag.
Delay.
Yeah, so.
Now he's listening the way you're wrong.
Yeah. June 20th, we have a super good match, too. Josh Donaldson's going to join us from Peoria and take on Ottawa native Joey Dyer playing some 10-ball in a race to 25. That's going to start at 1:30. Be sure to tune in with us there. That's a nice long set that we're going to be able to call for the majority of the night. And it's a pretty even race, but I know Josh pretty well. Who are you going to pick on that one? You know Joey at all?
I know Joey. I've played Josh a few times over in Peoria, which is a very strong player.
So I've known Josh. Now, the Josh that I know is a predominantly 9-foot player. I don't know how much he really plays on a bar table. Joey plays on a bar table all the time. Joey's from up where the Stumble Inn where I play all my pool and stuff. So I think just solely on that, I think Joey might actually move the cue ball around a little better on a bar table than Josh would because it's so crammed. Now, Josh could be playing a bunch on a bar table. I don't know, but I probably sweat Joey on that one. That was, I think it's close, but I think Joey might move the cue ball around a little better, personally. But a lot of times, too, when I see Josh play, I'm running a tournament, so I'm watching 60-some other people, too, so I don't get the opportunity to sit there and stare. I've played Joey in tournaments before, so I don't think I've ever played Josh Donaldson in a pool tournament before.
I played him maybe once or twice.
He has been at so many tournaments that I've been into over the years. I don't think I've ever run into him one time.
I know I played him in that Peoria New Year's event a couple years back. Might have been the only time I ever played him. I've seen him 20 times, but.
Yeah, this is interesting. Yep, JR just took the 15 ball away. Let's see what is he going to come into him now? I might have tried to go into him right there. If you get the right speed, you don't make the 8. All you got to do is, if you tap the 15, it pushes the 7 out of the way. I don't know. That's rough. Yeah, he's going to have to jack up, and put some. Yeah, there you go. That's a good shot. And I think you can actually draw it away before it hits the 8.
Stick out just a little bit.
Yeah. I think you might be able to, because by the time you hit the 15, the cue ball's already away from the 8. Yeah. And I don't think you want to shoot it off the 8. You can, but that's because the 8 ball's going to go crazy.
You had the shot on the 8, you made it.
Well, do you know why he didn't make it?
wasn't really thinking, honestly.
Oh, so he put draw on it, and since it was the tangent line took it straight to the pocket, so if you put draw on it, the middle ball is going to roll forward. So, and that's what happened. His ball rolled forward on him. He hit the front part of the point. So if he puts high on it, that tangent line stays straighter and it goes in. But then the cue ball's going crazy with the 8 ball too. He probably doesn't have a shot on the 8, which is why I said just screw it, try to miss the 8. You know, you're probably gonna clip it, but just try and miss it. But
Table, just should have a shot. Yeah.
what route are you going here? What ball do you like to shoot first right now? Would you have gone that route?
Maybe not, because maybe the 1 ball, because.
I would have played the combo there.
Or your combo. Or
Yeah, I would have
make the
just
1 ball,
2-1.
Open the pocket up in the corner. That way you can at least shoot.
Oh, he's got plenty of chance for safety here though.
Yeah.
He might just be thinking,
He's gonna play
squirrel him. Yeah, yep, right here. Yep. Good stop shot. Yep. So the 3 must go on the side pretty easily, I would think. Yeah. Surprised JR don't pull out that jump cue and drill that ball.
I might have locked that 4 up on that miss.
That's not a bad shot. As long as you don't lock it up to where the 3 ball still goes in the corner in the side, you'd have to lock it up a little weird.
That's what he's doing, I think, too.
Yep.
Perfect.
There you go. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Maybe you have 2 ball to break it out, but.
But now what Chris is going to do, he's just probably going to shoot the 4 ball past the 15 and lock him behind the 3 ball.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Because then the 4 ball is going to sit near the side pocket. It forces JR to go after the hit pretty much.
The 4 goes in the corner, though, so I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good observation. I didn't even see that. I'm in defense mode over here. But if the 4 goes, though, can he break out the 3 without fouling?
He has to roll up to
Yeah.
probably the smarter shot.
I would give myself a little more room than what Chris is going to do. That's not bad either. Now, if he does get ball in hand,
They're separated a little bit more.
well, it's a stop shot to the top left. He's still got his ball in the side pocket that he can go afterwards. That he can go after. And he took away JR's kick to the top rail and back. So this is overall a pretty strong shot, I think. He's got to put some spin on the ball to come off the bottom rail and then have it reverse back into the 15, I think, if he has a chance. So
2 ball into the miss.
that's what he tried to do, I think. But now you run into the 2 ball taking the pocket from the 3 ball.
Shoot the 4 in the corner and break those 2 out. You got the 2 ball on the side.
That's tough. I might be playing another safety. I might be. I don't know. Because if you shoot the 2 in the side, which I think's the right breakout shot, you just go crazy and the balls might get jammed up. So he's pushing the 15 ball out now, it looks like. Did he leave him a window?
No, it's close. You definitely see it, I think.
I don't know. He might not be. I don't know if he can or not.
He's squinting.
Yeah, he's doing the JR squint.
No, good kick here. I don't know if you can see that, just the edge of it there. It's not.
Well, he might be able to, but what's he going to do with the cue ball? Chris has 3 balls that all go.
Right. Try to leave on the top rail, leave him long.
It's not always a bad shot.
If you can see it.
Yep. It's not always a bad shot. But 2, if he leaves him long there, the 15's just going to go to the rail. All Chris is going to do is just roll the ball down there.
Behind the 8.
Well, JR's got about every cue in his arsenal in his hands right now. He's got the jump stick. If I'm Chris, I'm not leaving him a jump cue. Or I'm not leaving him a jump shot. Nope. Yep. So he looks to masse the shot. Goes around it. Hits it pretty good. But does commit the foul. The English was pretty good there. He got a good piece of the cue ball. What's your out, Dalton?
I am probably going to leave the 2 ball for last to follow up with the side and shim on the 8. So probably 3 ball on the side, leave 4 in the corner and follow up. Try to get on the side of the table. It's a little bit of angle.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at too. Now, wait, you're shooting the 2 in the top side pocket, right, to come in behind the 8, or were you going the other way?
Side, however,
Yeah.
top side or the top.
Yep, that's what I think. That's what I would have done too.
Now I got a little bit out of shape here on the 3. Running the 2 ball, unfortunately.
Well, he's gonna play the 2 ball, which isn't bad. If he can get down to the end rail with a good stroke, he's going to have to hit as high on the cue ball as possible. I think he can get down there, but he's going to be really close to the 8.
So you got to shoot in the corner and leave yourself a longer shot.
I think he's got to shoot it in the side.
I would shoot in the side.
This is a shot that I'd probably shoot into the point and miss because I'm trying to get so good on the 8, and then I'm going to cuss myself out when I walk back to the table.
I'm putting top right on it, too.
I don't know if I'd put right on it or not. I'd have to be in the moment because I think putting right on it's the right shot. But I think my mind comes over like, okay, make the ball. If I try to get too perfect and miss the shot, it doesn't do me any good. Make the ball.
Making the ball is the
Yeah,
first step.
I would have to be in the moment though. I don't know.
You can play safe here, too.
He could. There is a safety here that involves just the 3 ball being in front of the 15. Is he gonna hammer it? I don't know. So Chris plays it up in the corner. Does hit a rail, so they're safe. Does JR bank this ball?
I don't know. He might.
I don't know JR well enough, but I think the ball banks.
It does bank, but I would just tie it up on him and cue behind the 8. Probably just play safe.
It's a good shot.
That's,
Is he putting him on the 3? Yeah, that's a pretty good shot too. But now if he leaves Chris any room though, there's some inside English, and now the 3 ball, the cue ball's behind the 3. Is he kick at it? Is he kicking at it?
I think he's hitting that into the.
Oh, did he double kiss it out of there?
Must have.
I couldn't tell because his body was in the way.
Is he safe?
Yeah, this one's should be behind the 8 ball, I would think. He chooses the 15 ball. I would have chose the 8 ball because you could put the 15 ball out further than that.
Anyway, it's still a kick.
Oh, Chris missed it.
Ooh.
Yep, he went by it. That's my boy Dalton Koshinski, AJ. He's from Clinton. He knows JR pretty well, so I stuck his ass in the booth next to my stinky ass. We're talking some pool. All right, JR catches a game back to trail within 1. So as JR is racking, let's talk about this diabolical matchup that I'm stupid excited to call. I've had people calling me since I posted this. Now you've seen this is your first time in here. You've seen how many seats we got. I got all seats reserved right now.
Oh, I believe it. This match, you have to.
This is so exciting. So yeah, AJ, you know what? All I'm gonna say is this: I don't think there's a dent on Dalton's head, and I think he walks straight with 2 legs. So, hell, give it hell, kid. But we'll talk. Man, they're racking really fast. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about that in the next rack. So, here we go, rack. Oh man, we're almost time to break already.
There's no dent in my head, but definitely one in my liver.
So JR breaks and pockets a ball. He's got a chance to make it 5-5 after being up 2-0, and then being down 3-2. He's got a chance to come back and win this race to 5, 3-2. So let's see what he does. Oh, AJ, those middle fingers aren't for me, are they, buddy? Oh, you're so nice. You're so nice. I appreciate you telling me how you really feel, kid. Always appreciate honesty. Ooh, JR just runs into the stack. Didn't look like he took a lot of time to think about that.
Got the mayor versus the principal.
Oh, dope. That's, oh, man. Stuff just got interesting. I forgot JR was a principal. Oh, man. That name's going to stick. That's a nice shot by Chris. But now, what ball is he going to go after? Does the 9 go on the side? Yeah, it must. He's shooting it. So where is player 2? Oh, that's getting changed. Oh, man.
At least do something.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. Alignment, center.
I keep thinking that's a solid there. I guess it's not. Here's a shot.
Oh, that is a 13 ball that he's getting ready to shoot at. And Chris, in Chris fashion, you just got to know Chris. I don't know if the principle's going to work, man. I'm going to try. People can't really, I don't know if people can see it or not. We're going to find out. That ain't bad.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Oh, yeah, it's plenty of room. Man, I hate shooting over a ball because you can't freewheel your stroke as much. Like when Chris shot that ball, his stroke was very short. Just boom, boom,
Right.
and bam, because you got to jack up and do all kinds of dumb stuff. So now we officially have the mayor taking on the principal, which is awesome.
I have never met anybody that likes to shoot over a ball. If you ever
Yeah,
will,
me
you
either.
never will.
Me either. I'm gonna make that just a little bit smaller. There we go. Close that. Go away. There we go. So JR has a chance to make it 5-5 in this race to 15.
Play stop shot, play it ball, and go off to the side.
Oh, he rattles it. He gave Chris a really good chance here because with just a tad bit of high outside English, he can get straight in on this ball in the bottom right-hand corner. So I put the right on it, so I stay away from the 8 ball. I don't like going towards the 8.
You just said.
Put a little bit of right on it, so it pulls it backwards a little bit.
The 8 still should go, I think.
Yeah, the 8 goes. It's just you have a chance to get it on the rail that way.
Get closer.
If you just put high on it, yeah, there's a chance you don't get to the rail, which makes that shot 10 times harder than what it's supposed to be. Oh, don't scratch. Whew, I thought he scratched.
This isn't a tough shot either. This is a tough shot. On the rail. Shoot it inside. You shoot
Yeah,
it
so, oh, and I shoot it in the side just because it's closer to the side, man. Uh-oh. JR, don't self-destruct, brother. I think I heard a clack of a cue out there. Careful. Now Chris is looking to go up 6-4 against JR in the race to 15. Yep, that's it. So they have agreed to take breaks every 5 games here. So we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to go right on back to this match now that we have a minute to talk about it. So we're going to get to see Abe Shade, Hurricane Abe, the winner of the, what's the name of this tournament? I always forget what it is. It's the,
Amateur.
yeah, the U.S. Amateur is what it is. Yeah, it's like the 2018 U.S. Amateur Champion is going to get on a bar box to take on the coming out of retirement, returning Dustin Wilgus. Dustin, to my knowledge, other than one tournament, hasn't really hit many balls in about 3 years. So I do know that he's practicing. I've been informed that he's had some warm-up matches to try to get himself going a little bit. But Dustin definitely picked a fight in his return match to the pool world. I love Dustin to death. I've been up and down the road with Dustin for a long time, but I always have two rules when it comes to pool and betting. First one is this: never bet against Mike Dunklin.
That's a
Ever.
very good rule.
Ever.
Very good rule.
If he's playing even with Shane, okay, I'm gonna bet on Shane. No offense, Mike, that's the one that I'm gonna bet on Shane with. But any amateur player, if it's a typical gambling race where they're playing for money, I am not betting against Mike. And in this case too, my old school number 2 rule was never bet against Dustin. But he hasn't played pool in 3 years, so I'm really torn. I know what this guy is capable of, and it makes me nervous because I don't know which Dustin's going to show up. Is the old school Dustin going to show up, and I can bet 50 on him, or am I going to get the retired Dustin Wilgus who hasn't hit a ball and I'm gonna lose $50? You know, I mean, I want to bet on. It's so hard but it's so hard for me to bet against Abe. Abe's all. I'm almost getting a rule against Abe too. You don't bet against Abe. Period. You know, I mean, I just don't know Abe as well as I know Dustin, but I know Abe's a complete badass pool player. So you guys can sweat the action with us on G1 TV on June 13th. That's going to start at 5 p.m. So they're doing some super old school stuff. They're playing winter break. The most I've ever seen Dustin run, I think, is a 7-pack of 9-ball. So, I mean, you guys really think about it. If Dustin breaks and runs 7, I mean, a third of the set in about a half hour. So it's no big deal, you know. But Abe is he's just as capable as putting on those packs. So we'll definitely have to tune in that matchup on G1 TV June 13th. So moving forward to the following weekend, we're going to see Josh Donaldson from Peoria take on Joey Dyer from Ottawa. And Josh is probably a more known player than Joey down this way. Joey's kind of stayed up north in his tournament stuff, but Joey's starting to become a little more known. He's visiting Racks on the Rocks quite a lot. So we're going to see some good action from him against Josh. That's 10-ball race to 25, and that's coming up on June 20th. So we move forward to June 27th, which is another stupid matchup that you ever wonder, you know, there's a lot of talk. Are these matches going to happen, you know, and there's a lot of barking in pool rooms. But when COVID-19 hits, all the barking disappears. So now we get nice match setups. We get, I haven't played pool in 2 months. Would you like to play a set? Well, yes, good sir. I would like to play a set. We don't need to bark at each other. We can just play pool. So these two guys know each other super well. Josh Franklin, I think, was on the 2016 Atlantic Cup team. And Ponton was on the 2017 Atlantic Cup team, and you can see in the photo there, Ryan Ponton won the MVP for the Atlantic Cup. For those of you who don't know what the Atlantic Cup is, it is the Mosconi Cup for kids 18 and under. So once they hit 18 and they become adult, they can go pro and they can try for the Mosconi, but this is the kids version of the Mosconi Cup. So Josh got to travel over to Europe, and Ryan got to play in Chicago. So that's going to be a super good matchup, and you can only catch it in one place. That's live June 27th right here on G1 TV. So we're going to get back to the action. Chris Wilder, the mayor, is leading the principal, showing what community politics over school politics, I guess, right now. Is definitely a political bout because I'm a teacher myself, and I definitely know that principals have to deal with politics. Holy crap, I think I just said everything with my mic off. I hope not. I hope you guys just didn't do that, but whatever the case. Was it going up and down? Was it moving?
I hope so. I could be wrong.
Yes. Okay, yep, I was live. It's good. Yes, JR is a principal. He's a principal in Decatur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm not sure what school. I think it's middle school.
I think he's a middle school principal, yeah. Well, that's good. I accidentally hit my mic and I shut it off for a second, so.
Dan Hogan's in the chat. Me and him become friends over Facebook the last couple of days.
Yeah? Dan Hogan donating all his money to your raffles?
He's been trying to. Hopefully he wins tomorrow.
Talk a little louder for me, Dalton. I'm
Is
curious.
that better? Is that better? Hello?
Yeah, that's
Testing.
kind of what I thought.
Not working?
You got to plug yourself in,
What
homeboy.
happened over here?
Plug yourself in over there.
How long's that been
We're
unplugged for?
we're gonna get. I don't know how long that's been unplugged, but Dalton's back now. I don't know when it came unplugged, but Dalton's back in the house. He never left, but he just decided. I guess he didn't want to be heard for a while.
Oh, yeah, the dick.
Wow, why you gotta get so violent,
He
Dan?
must have heard me
Why you
because through your mic, I guess. Maybe he
yeah,
heard me
this thing picks up everything.
Perfect.
Yeah. Dan messaged me and says, "Hey, you're luckier than I am. If I pay you, will you get into a raffle for me?" And I told him yes, but he never did it. What up, B-Moss? Chris is looking to run this rack here. Those raffles always look good on the post. Yeah, all raffles look good on the
They
post,
look good in
man.
your case too. I won a BK Rush
Here's
last
a
week.
slow roller. Oh, no, pocket's not quite big enough.
Yeah, it was funny. Dan Hogan told me he was one of the unluckiest people he's ever met himself. So.
He is one of the unluckiest people I've
So
ever
he
met.
had
I'm
me
not
pick
gonna
his
lie.
number for him on a
Yeah.
raffle. So
Oh, and you lost it for him too, huh?
it's not been drawn yet. So we'll
Oh,
find
it
out
hasn't
tomorrow
been
night.
drawn yet. Okay, all right.
So if it wins, I want a little reward.
Dan, give rewards? I don't know, man.
We'll just play a race to 100 for 100.
Oh, whoa. Hold on. I'm just gonna leave the room here. Shots were fired. He says race for 100. Well, you just said that you won that BK Rush, right? How much money did you spend on that?
On that raffle, I think I had like maybe $80 in it, maybe.
All right.
80.
So, if you win, Dan gives you $80. But if Dan wins, he gets your BK Rush, right?
No,
See, Dan,
no.
I'm trying here. I'm trying.
Oh, we said done on the race. I'm in.
Oh, yeah, Dan will play as long as he has time.
Let's do
Dan
it.
will play. Where are you going to do it?
Jay's Garage.
Right here on G1 TV. That's where he's going to do it. That's right. So, JR is in the process of attempting to run the rack back on Chris. He's wound up kind of iffy. Do you go for the shot, or do you put the cue ball behind the one? Do you play safe and put the cue ball behind the one? Because the 3 ball is going to go towards the 14.
You going for the shot? 'Cause you might.
I don't know if I go for the shot or
I
not.
softer and want the pocket. Oh, never mind. That's the 14 ball in the corner.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
seeing 2 8-balls right now.
Oh, every once in a while I gotta look out there. If I can see the black here,
Right.
that means I can probably see the stripes if I look out. So I always look out when I see it. Coming off the rail.
Nice shot.
Good shot. Get out of the way, one. Bank or cut?
I'm cutting.
I'm cutting it.
I'm a cutter.
Yep.
The bank's closed early on Saturday.
Oh, dude, I hate banks.
It was Friday. Today's Friday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, banks close early on Friday,
That's
too.
right.
They close a half hour early most of the time. Chris banks it, and banks it wide. Definitely
Should be a simple out here.
Definitely a cut shot for me. So just a slight drawback with the one in the side. Uh-oh, don't get over the ball.
Oof.
That's all right. He can play it up in the corner, I think, and just completely stop the ball. Dan, you haven't hit a ball on this table yet. You actually don't understand how fast the table truly rolls. This thing is, well, when Chris came in and did it, he brought a clamp with him. So after he took one end down, and then he brought this clamp that was probably 7 inches long, and just grabbed the felt, clamped it, and pulled. And he probably got a good 6 inches out of it. Yeah, he yanked the son of a gun. So JR gets that game to stay within 1 of Chris. So this table's playing ridiculously fast. And the temperature outside right now, we have a fan going to help block the music so they can listen to music out there. With the fan blowing in the corner that it's blowing, I bet it's probably 63 degrees out there too. Because when there's a match, Jay leaves the air conditioner set at 67. So with the air blowing around, everybody's in shorts out there. I bet they're probably cold.
Not playing though. I'm always hot when I'm playing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Dan, what'd you think we were playing on?
Plywood.
Must be the first ever diamond plywood table. You can get your plywood diamond for $9,000 on diamond.com.
Isn't there $9,000 now?
No.
I was just saying.
Actually, they're starting to get up there. I think a bar when they first started coming around here, I remember them saying that the diamond table was like $3,500. Now it's $5,500.
I thought it was close to $6,000. Yeah.
That's without the light.
Of course, the light's probably what?
The light's another $1,000.
$1,000 for the light. And then
Jay, I think, told me he got the table, the light, and the polisher for like $6,200 or something like that. Or no, I'm sorry, $6,700.
It's really a bad deal.
So I mean, but you got to figure almost, over $5,000 for a table, something that lights up a pool table, and something that's going to clean your balls.
Right. Yeah. It's one of the smart tables too, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Bart would know. They sell for $5,400 right now. Bart, is that including everything, or is that just the table? You got to add an extra $1,000 for the light and the ball polisher, don't you? He might have left already. Bart can't sit in one place at one time. So in the meantime, when we're waiting for that, Chris has decided to take solids, and he's going to attempt to run solids. Fires at the ball. Just the table, a 7-foot table is $5,400. Just the table. Polisher's $500. So which means the light's probably $500 to $600 too.
I need to do a raffle for a polisher.
Something that I was going to tell you, something that I don't know if you did or not, but something that I'm going to look into do. Raffle off some balls. Raffle off a set of balls.
Yeah,
Did you
Jimmy
get
Beach does that a lot, actually.
Does he? Okay.
I think he does the set we're doing right now. You're shooting with.
Oh, you're raffling off the black? Nice.
I think he did a set of those already.
What'd you say it was? Pool
Junkies giveaway.
Go to Pool Junkies give. Is it going on right now, or has it already been raffled out?
The pool balls, no, they've already been raffled. But we can always do it. We're always open for suggestions.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. People, when I started asking for the donations and things like that to get the black balls in here, people were really stoked about it, and it just seemed like if you got those often, they'd turn over quickly. So, and they are a pretty cool set of balls. They are harder than hell to call sometimes, but overall, once you get used to them, they're actually a pretty good-looking set of pool balls. Really, they're interesting. That's for sure. Just as long as they don't get a black cue ball.
Right.
Because I have bad eyes as bad as it is, and I can't shoot something black into a corner that has something black on it. I can't do it. Yeah, it's like shooting an 8-ball into an 8-ball. So let's see how JR looks to get shape on the 14. Is he looking to play it off the 7-ball? Oh, okay, there's a combination there. Okay, I missed that. Oh, he doesn't take the combo. I would have taken the combo. Oh, there's there's 13 balls there too. See, I have a time. I thought they were all solids.
There's the stuff on this camera. The dark colors. Send it.
Uh-oh, look out. Uh-oh.
He still has a shot though. I can't tell.
Yeah. He might. Yeah. Say he might. They might have an eighth of a ball. Yeah. The 13 ball was over
I was
there.
I was looking at the one next to the 6 ball.
Oh, look out, 13. Chris might not like that. So Ron Tickle says he bought his for $6,200 with the light, but he doesn't have the ball polisher. I would love to have the money to actually buy a diamond and raffle one off.
It'd be nice.
I would love to. I think that would be really cool. I think it'd be good for the page to do it. But I mean,
a lot of minis for that.
Yeah. I actually no. I've seen 69 spots at 100 a piece go.
Really?
Yep. And you just use the Powerball.
Probably takes a long time, I'm sure, to sell out.
Oh, I don't know. I
mean, guess you get enough people in your group.
Well, on the Pool Q giveaways one, I've seen one go on there, and it disappears quick.
Really?
Really fast. Yep.
Yeah, Leo's got like 10,000 members on there, I think.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got a butt ton.
We're almost to 1,000 on our page.
I'm right. I hope that I would get 1,000 in the Jays garage by like the end of the summer. I think that would be really nice, but I don't know. Yes, Dale, that's Dalton. All right, so Chris just got that game. So Chris is still keeping the lead by 2 games. Getting ready to break rack, what, 7 and 5's 12, 13? Getting ready to break rack 13. Yeah, Bart, why don't you just go ahead and sponsor that? You can go ahead and buy the 9-foot diamond for us. And then, tell you what, Dalton and I'll raffle it together. Sure. Why not? Just because. But you got to pay for it, though. Don't let your answer change, Bart. We're really interested in this, so keep talking about it, bud.
Oh, now Dale's firing some shots.
Now Dale wants action. I'll get out of the way. I'll scoot my chair back. You guys can chat.
He knows better. I'll meet you at Breakers after this if you want. I mean,
there you go. He says, forget the race. Let's play 100 a ball. Something cheap, 100 a ball. Right before the Corona hit was my first time actually playing someone by the ball. I'd never played someone by the ball before. Either. Yep, they wanted to. It was a guy from not Aurora. What's over there? Plano. Wanted to play a race to 5 for 50, but he wanted to play $10 a ball on top.
Oh, so that makes it, yeah.
I took him for $270.
Oof.
Yeah.
You never see that anymore, really.
You don't see people play by the ball. That's just a true gambler's thing. Let's play by the ball.
I still remember seeing that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they played by the ball. That's the only thing that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Breakout Lucille.
Yep. And it's like straight out of The Color of Money, where you're just dancing around the pool table doing a bunch of stuff. Jeffrey, breakout Lucille. And it's like, and you can tell as soon as he pulls it out, it's like some cheap, dinky Walmart cue.
Yeah.
They could have at least given him a nice pool stick.
Yeah, back then, with the 90s, so probably what?
Yeah, a Mucci.
Yeah, a Mucci or something.
A McDermott. McDermott was huge in the 90s.
Babushka.
There you go, yeah. And then when any pool player finds out that the Balabushka in Color Money was actually a Mucci, and everybody gets pissed off. You didn't know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Balabushka that Tom Cruise uses is not a Balabushka. It is a Mucci cue.
Oh, learn something new every day.
Yep, they totally lied. Pissed me off when I found out about it because I hate Muccis. They look nice, but I think they play terrible. I don't like the shaft.
I've just always been a Predator fan. I don't know why. Just something about it.
Predator was the first cue that I really ever shot with. So I learned with a low deflection shaft. So I won't go away from I won't go with anything else. I'd have to relearn the game.
Somebody says it was a Josh, not a Mucci.
Oh, I was told it was a Mucci. Well, okay. Regardless, the point here we're getting at is it wasn't a Balabushka.
Oh.
That's the ultimate point. So they're lying, and it pissed me off when I found out about it. So I can't remember who told me that was a Mucci. I thought it was a Mucci, but that's okay. That's even better because I don't mind a Joss.
We got 2 people saying it's a Joss now.
Yeah,
so.
I don't mind a Joss. Josses are all right. Muccis are terrible. That's one of those things where the guy's sitting behind the table with the thing that it says Muccis suck, prove me wrong.
Yeah,
and sipping some coffee or something like that. Yeah.
I can't say I've ever shot with one actually, so I can't say if I hate it or not. But.
I just think they're really whippy. The shafts, like, you can take a Mucci shaft, just the shaft, and sit here and just
really weak.
Just bend it.
Like a pencil.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, now I don't know what the that was the black dot shaft I could do that with. The Mucci Pro shaft, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know nothing about them. Yeah. Sky Woodward could tell us about it. He's doing a whole bunch of raffles all the time.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
On his page now. So Chris has a decision to make. He's got the 12 in the corner. What up, Justin?
He's got the 12 in the corner, but I think he's looking at his leave. I don't think he likes where the cue ball is going to wind up. You just got to try to get as straight in as you can on the 11. And probably slow roll it and try to give yourself the best shot at the 15 that you can. I'm kind of curious what he's really thinking. This tells me he's looking at rolling the cue ball forward. Yeah, a safety putting the cue ball up there. But hey, folks, if you like what you see, do us a huge favor. Go ahead and like it so we know. And please share it to your page. We'd really like to try to get some new numbers into G1 TV and Jay's Garage and all that stuff. So if you could share this, we would truly appreciate it. So let's see what Chris decides to do. He's setting up for the 12 on the side right now. So he's going to push the 8 out of the way and hope to get shape on the 15 ball. Got to be careful because you don't want to make the 8. Oh, no, he does shoot it in the corner. How could I not see that ball was not going into the corner pocket? It looked like he was cueing it in the side to me. Need new glasses, I guess. JR makes a nice shot, pushes the 8 out of the way. So he's going to steal this rack back to, again, make it a... hold on, Sally. Bunch of left-hand spin. Oh, JR leaves himself a hard cut. What kind of cue is JR shooting with, you know?
He's got a Phoenix shaft. I can't remember what the butt is. We missed it.
Phoenix? What? Who makes those?
I've
never heard of the Phoenix shaft.
Obi.
Oh, is this pre-shutdown or post-shutdown?
I think they just come out before. I can't remember, honestly. But I know it's a Phoenix maple shaft. I can't remember what the butt is. I just heard him say, "I'd let me shoot it."
Oh yeah, that's a rule that I have. I rarely give an 8-ball. The only way I give an 8-ball is if the cue ball is about this far away from it, and the 8-ball it's not in the pocket. It's just a little bit out of it. Because if it's in the pocket, there's a chance they follow it in. But if it's not,
anything can happen. Miscue can happen.
Yep.
I'm going to grab another beverage on this.
Yep. Just unplug the thing there, and when you come back in, you can plug it back in. I'm gonna grab another piece of pizza because my dinner is not done yet. Be right back. All right. Well, we're back. He's got a beverage. I got pizza. So we're good. Chris is still leading JR. He just can't quite slip away from the 2-game lead. Keeps dwindling it back and forth to 1. So who's going to be the first one to slow down?
I don't know.
Because both players are shooting really fast. I always tell people in matches like this, me personally, the first person who slows down is going to be the winner of the match. When they start to really look at things and start to just not rely on feel as much as to start to think about the game. That's why I always try to. I have a pre-shot routine that I do every shot, and it forces me to stay slow. If I don't do it right, I automatically know it, and I have to stand up and redo it all over again.
It's not a bad system to have. I always shoot really fast too. I don't know. I get in a rhythm and I kind of.
I tell you what, if you ever can, go see Mark Wilson, man.
I would love to.
Dude, he changed my life, dude. And I mean, everything that I'm telling you is him. I had a pre-shot routine before, but he like solidified it. Just he wouldn't let me move on until I almost had one. You know? Yeah. So
Okay, you have to look into that.
I always give a shout out to Mark. He costs $300 a day. Normally go for 2 days, but he'll also do those clinics if he can get 10 people. If you would message him and say, hey, I've got 5 people that are willing to do a clinic with you, he'll look for 5 other people and he'll do it. He's super approachable with it. He has no problem going to places and working with you, just as long as it's worth his while.
Right.
And if you approach him with it, he'll try to bring someone like Varner or somebody with him to help coach and all that stuff. So yeah, it is $350, but for the clinic though, it's $350 for 2 days. Yeah. So I mean, if you do the math, the sessions are 6 to 8 hours. If you do it to by the hour, he's really not taking that much for being the world's #1 instructor.
It's not at all, really.
I'm really excited. I just booked my time with him for this summer. I told him after I saw him last summer, I said, I'm going to go to you until 2 things happen. And he goes, what's that? First one, you quit, or the second one, you die, whichever one comes first. So I told him I'd come see him every summer. I'm definitely going to donate $600 to the cause every summer.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good shot.
Really.
Chris really hit that good. Let the English take it down table to get straight in on the 3 ball. Come through the rails and play it in the top left. And Chris is looking again to go up 2 games on JR. Goes up 2 games. He can't, Mr. Mayer can't quite get away from the principal by more of a 2-game margin here. I love that, the principal. That's great. That's great. So I am going to give a quick shout out to Sammy's Pet Salon. We haven't talked anything about Sammy's Pet Salon today. This is a brand new pet salon right here in Pontiac at 1402 North Aurora Street. The name of the person who owns the business is Michelle Cool, and she does grooming, bathing, trims nails of your pets. She walks your pets and even pet sits. So you just have to give her a call depending on what kind of animal you have if you wanted to make that happen. So if you need anything pet related, give Michelle a call at 815-867-6658. So Chris is setting to break rack number 15, leading JR 8-6.
Could be a little bit of a chess match here.
Yep.
Maybe.
Not a very good break to start the rack off. Chris is breaking side ball. So, and I've also, from what I've seen, Chris isn't breaking with a break cue either. So he's using whatever leather tip that he has on his cue, which is going to put more spin on the cue ball, as opposed to speed of the cue ball for the break. So when Chris breaks, that's why we're seeing a lot of cluster that's going on, and I think that might be part of Chris's strategy too. He's looking to play a little bit on the defensive side,
make a few balls out, and make him try to make JR try to break them out.
I was really hoping he called that ball.
After I saw the Z shot,
just because I was like, yep, I'm rooting for him on that. I hope he saw that.
Did you call that Quentin?
So,
that's JR.
JR shooting, so still an open table.
I can tell by the maple shaft.
JR steals stripes from Chris. Which I don't think I want to be solids or stripes in this rack. This rack's a little difficult. He's got to hit this really good to have a chance to get anything. Look out, cue ball. So yeah, he would have had to hit it so good to get decent on the 13 to where he could get in this little hole. And and shoot the 9 in the side or the 12 in the corner, whichever one he wanted to shoot. But that was almost impossible to get into.
Is that
really.
the 2 ball behind the 4?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, the strike's not too bad there. The 13 ball goes in the corner. If you can just get on the 9 on the side.
What are you looking at, Dalton?
This ball and that ball.
That's the 12 ball.
Okay, that's 12 ball. Oh, that was 13 ball. Sorry.
Yeah, no, the 13 ball is the one he's shooting at right now.
It's purple?
Yep.
The 12 ball is purple.
No, the
You got me all messed up here.
well, the 4 ball is purple in the old set, but this is the black set.
See,
So it's pink now.
I'm all lost here.
Yeah, it's pink now.
I'm gonna
It's
start
okay.
I'm saying colors from now on.
Yeah, it's all right. I was. You should have. Oh, I mean, you probably watched. You should have heard me in the beginning of it. I don't know how many times I'm telling people he's leaving for the 4 ball, and they're like, "Dude, that ain't the 4 ball." Oh, playing 9 ball, leaving for the 4 ball. Dude, that's the 5 ball. Oh, okay.
I'll get it down by the other night, maybe.
Oh, dude, it took me 3 weeks.
Maybe
2
not,
weeks.
Maybe not then.
That's all right.
Did you jump it
Jumping
again?
the 9 in the side pocket, it looks like.
Ooh, just hit it.
Good effort.
With them long.
So yeah, I think this has been Chris's whole rodeo from the get-go here. With the break. You said in the beginning when I asked you, does JR play a lot of safes, and you said he's a predominantly open player. So with that, if that's the case, if JR likes to run balls, it's in Chris's favor to break like this, because all he's going to do is tip-tap balls until JR starts running balls. And he's probably looking at, I hope he gets in a jam, that way he doesn't have a ball to make, and I can, slim pickings after that, I would think. I just can't get over the 2 shots that JR made in the first game. Comes out guns blazing. I can't remember the shot that he made before the jump, but he had to make a good shot to even continue the rack. I don't remember what it was. But then he slammed in the jump shot, and whatever shot beforehand became irrelevant.
Yeah, jump shot is definitely the shot of the night so far.
Is he going to go forward? He is going to go forward. Come through the rail and shoot the 8 in the side.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
So this is going to be for a 3-game up. Shooting in the corner, yep.
Oh, rattles it.
Oh, man.
It's tough there.
That's,
Look at the score.
yeah.
Don't look at the score, just get this one, JR.
Yeah, the principal's got to look at the score to see how far he's down, I guess. JR is a very critical player of himself. I do know that. I've known him for 8-9 years, probably. And, every time we talk, he critiques himself a lot. And he's probably looking up there thinking, I should be ahead of this guy 8-6. I'm down 8-6. I missed so many balls. And, and it's just how he is. He critiques himself all the time. But the best players do. They critique themselves all the time. So. All right. So Chris can't quite get the job done to extend to a 3-game win, and lets JR back in to keep it within 1. Yeah, Ron, they were playing with them. Playing with them's a lot. It's a lot easier than calling them, just because the camera is just not as forgiving because we only have this one view. But yeah, you do have to look at them, especially when you're playing anything rotation style. You got to double check sometimes. Like the hardest ball to find is the 10 ball, because the blue gets so dark in with the black that I think there's the first few times when I was playing some 8 ball with him, I missed the 10 ball altogether. I'm getting ready to shoot the 8, and someone says, "Hey, the 10 ball's still on the table." So yeah, that's the only ball that I really have trouble with. But calling them's a little different. It depends at the angle of the ball and stuff. But I will say, now that I've shot with them, I actually like them better than the other set of balls. So I think they play really good. Yeah. So
In the meantime, when they're out using the restroom and stuff, I got to give a shout out to Caleb Baxter. Caleb Baxter is the reason why we have this pretty camera for you to see everything on. He is the owner of Baxter's Locksmith and Security Solutions, your one-stop security shop, 24-hour service for anything locksmith and security you may have. So he does video surveillance, locks and padlocks. He'll cut keys if you need him to. He can get you some door openers, closers. If you have a safe that you don't remember the combination to, he can change it. He does unlock cars and houses as well. He services Pontiac and the surrounding areas. So depending at where you are watching from, I'm sure if the price was right, he would come talk to you. So if that's the case, I would recommend him 100% for security solutions. So, and it doesn't matter where you are. He is a good guy to work with, and he knows what he's doing. So give Caleb Baxter a call if you have any issues with locksmithing or security at 815-822-5653. So with that being said, we're going to hop, skip, and a jump to June 13th, and we're going to talk about this badass competition that we've got for you live on G1 TV. Abe Shade's coming up to the garage from Peoria to take on the returning, coming out of retirement, Dustin Wilgus. It's going to be a battle and a race to 20, and I've been thinking about this as the match has been going on tonight, and I'm almost wondering if a race to 20 is going to be enough, because they're both competitive pool players, and I'm pretty sure they're playing for 500. But the big piece here is, like I said previously, I've known Dustin for a really long time, and Dustin doesn't like to lose. If by chance Dustin loses, I'm thinking there is a 50-50 chance that we may see a Backett and Jacket match.
Oh, I'm sure.
Just solely because Dustin is not a quitter. I mean, he never has been a quitter. I don't know Abe that well gambling-wise to actually say if he's like that.
Same way or not, yeah.
But I will say I've traveled all across the state into other states with Dustin, and I have seen him, get down on a set, a couple games when it's getting close, and he just says, hey, I'm not done yet. Either way, why don't we just back it and play for double? I've seen him do it. So,
and I've seen both these guys play. I cannot choose one.
It's
like a nail biter. Can't wait to watch.
Truthfully, I'm super excited just to have Dustin back playing pool.
Absolutely.
Because when he quit playing pool, it was a hit to our community because he was one of the top-notch players in the area at the time, and I mean he left for his own reasons, which I completely respect. But now that he's getting the itch again, and I would love to think that maybe G1 TV had a little bit of something to do with that. I would think, because he did comment in Jay's Garage Facebook page and say, "Hey, I'm ready. Who wants some?"
Good.
So
that's
yeah, so
definitely.
I'm super excited about that, and I'm really hoping that it is as good of a match as I know it can be with both players, especially playing winter break.
Yeah, I don't think this one's going to be a blowout. It's going to be back and forth.
Well, the only way it's going to be a blowout if someone starts putting a pack on somebody, and that's what we want to see anyway.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's going to be a huge matchup. So check out Abe and Dustin live June 13th right here on G1 TV.
And they're using Magic Rack, so that's...
Yeah, we can go into a whole nother conversation about the Magic Rack. So going into the Magic Rack with these guys, they've just committed to not having to hit the ball hard at all, and you're going to make a wing ball. So I mean, there's a huge chance here that they're going to be putting packs on each other. So you want to sweat that action? I know a whole bunch of people have. Go into Jay's Garage and just comment, say, hey, I'll take so-and-so for this, and I'm sure you're going to have somebody that's going to steal your action really, really fast. So check it live June 13th inside Jay's Garage on G1 TV. So each player is over halfway through the matchup in the race to 15, so now it's starting down to get to the nitty-gritty. It's starting to get to who's going to miss more shots at this point. I can't hear what he's saying. What's he saying?
I heard something about tight pockets.
Oh.
He has a table at home that basically the corners fall in. The hang up. So I think he's having a little trouble adjusting maybe the pockets. Not for sure.
Well, and as we know too, when the sun goes down, if there is 50% humidity outside,
once the sun leaves, it goes down a little bit.
Right.
So whatever humidity is on this table is gonna disappear, and it's gonna get even quicker than what it is, and the pockets are gonna tighten up even more than what they already are. It's oh, you haven't hit a ball on this thing yet, have you?
No, I sure haven't. I wanted to, but I just was kind of like.
I call it the demon table.
I definitely will after this match is over. I have to at least hit one.
So the reason why I call it the demon table is because when Doug Williams and I played Josh Suits and Donnie Daly in doubles on this table, I mean, it was a super good match. It's for we got 2 master players and we got 2 advanced players by ACS rights. Probably 4 master players, I think, but just by titles, 2 advanced players and 2 master players. Well, actually, only 1 master player because I'm technically not a master player. I just got tired of people complaining, so now I just tell everybody I am. But I think I did the math between the 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball set that we played against those guys. Doug and I combined dry broke 78% of the time.
Whew. Wow.
Now get this.
I can't break 10-ball either, though. So
we still came out a set ahead. How do you dry break 78% of the time and come out ahead? That's crazy. We got lucky. Is all it was.
Must have been dry breaking and hooking.
Oh my god! And they didn't dry break as much as we did. Donnie, I was so jealous of Donnie's break because he was breaking and he was snapping the cue ball straight back to the middle diamond, and he was making 3 balls. I tried to do that. I dry broke every time.
I can't break very well on 10-ball. I'll admit that. No way.
I break 10-ball straight on. That's what I watch a lot of the pros, and that's normally where they go.
Yeah, I need to do that then, because I'm always 1 diamond over.
Yeah, if it's not straight on, it's like a half a ball to either side of the straight on line. And it's like I watch Shane a lot, and he's got the best 10-ball break in the game.
Right.
He never goes to the corners. He's dead on. Yeah, he puts it in the middle of the table.
I try to use my 9-ball break for 10-ball. It doesn't work.
Well, no, well, Dalton, the lines are different.
I know. I just don't play enough 10-ball to really.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only ball I tell people, especially on a 9-footer, it's easier. You can put the 1 ball in the side pocket on all 3 breaks. It's just 8-ball, it's harder because there's more balls. 9-ball, it's easier because there's the least amount of balls.
Right.
But you can do it if you find a spot. On a bar table, it's hard to put the 1 in the side on 8-ball because there's so many balls. But on 9 and 10-ball, if you go to the corner in 10-ball, I think you're definitely trying to put the 1 in the side pocket because pretty rare that the corner balls are going to go. The lines aren't there to go. So Chris is looks like he's trying to clean up shop after JR's whatever JR did. We were talking about the break.
You're trying to run into the 7-ball there. That is the 7-ball, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to run into it or not. I actually just would have hit it softer. I just shot the 7-ball in the bottom right-hand corner instead of letting the cue ball move so much. This would be a 3-rail leave for me to still shoot the 7-ball in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't like to use 1 rail because I'm afraid I'm going to scratch.
That's true. Oh, we missed it. Chance to tie it up here.
The common thing that I'm noticing from both players, they're having difficulty finishing the racks. They're good the first 5-6 balls.
They get down to the last ball or the ball on the 8.
And they're close. They're not missing it real bad, but they're still not they're still not hitting it how they're both capable of hitting it.
I've also noticed the last ball before the 8's been one of the hardest shots it had.
Yep.
Almost the whole rack.
Good draw back by JR. Straight in on the 8 to potentially tie at 8 apiece. Yep, puts it in a hole to go up and tie the mayor. The principal has caught the mayor in stone cold politics. 8-8.
Beverage time again.
What's that?
Beverage time again.
Beverage time again.
Mm-hmm. So again, folks, if you like what you see, do us a favor, share it for us so people can see it. And if you guys would too, share Jay's Garage Facebook page. We have 418 members, and would love to have more than that. I would love to have 1,000 members by the end of the summer. When the pool tournaments and everything start back up, if that does ever happen, if we're not screwed by eternal damnation. What? What's he talking about? Well, guys, it's game number 17, so it should be Chris's break. Chris breaks all odd games. Because Chris won the leg at the beginning of the match. So here we go, game 17.
That was a good break.
Ooh, Chris makes 2 balls, looking at 3 balls on the break.
Very good break.
So the difference in that break than his other ones, the cute ball had been going forward. That one, it came back into the rack and busted it a second time. When I hit the second ball, that's what I'm trying to do, is send the ball off the rail back into it, crack it open again.
Going for the on the break, basically. Yeah. Almost the same.
That's the concept, yeah. Yeah, the concept is to do it, but I have never been a person, even when I played the APA, to try to make the 8 on the break. My run-out game is so strong, I just try to make a ball on the break.
As long as your break is good, with that, I go for it. That's just me, because you can best of both worlds, but I don't know, just something about winning the game in one shot. I don't know, especially in a long race. Now, playing a low handicap, you don't want to do that, because you can make it in scratch and be on the hill.
Yep. Now, if Hogan's still watching, we used to play sets all the time. And he used to call me such an asshole. I have this unfortunate thing, and it was really only against him. If I got to the hill, we were normally playing 9-ball, because he never wanted to play me an 8-ball on the bar table. So we'd play 9-ball. I'd get to the hill, he'd start taking apart his cues. No joke, there was probably a 69% chance I'm snapping the 9.
You knew it already, huh?
I've done it so many times to that poor kid on the hill, snapping the 9. And that time, he took apart his cues. I did snap in the 9. He knew already. I'm like, what are you doing that for? He's like, you're just going to snap in the 9 and beat me. And sure as shit, I did. It was funny.
Tony Gum is notorious for that in 8-ball.
Snapping the 8?
Yep.
Yep.
If it's hill and he's breaking, same scenario. He is either breaking and running or snapping the 8. I don't know what it is about that, but...
Oh, it's funny that Dalton mentions Tony Gum, because Tony Gum's going to be in the house on Saturday. He's going to come down from Clinton. He owns Breakers Bar and Grill, where I got my start running tournaments. And he's going to take on Sean Dow from Champaign. That's going to be a race to 15 and some 8-ball action. That's a hell of a nice shot by Chris. He's got to stay out of the pocket, though. Give him some love. Now he's got to take his time and make the 8. Don't hit the 8 too fat. Don't hit it too fat, Chris. You hit it too thin. Again, these guys are having a lot of trouble finishing.
He made the back cut, the harder shot, and missed the 8, but still is a hell of a shot on the side.
So now the JR's got to get to the 1.
Oh.
Push through that a little bit. He didn't really let the English take.
Yeah. This is a tough. You got to shoot the 2-ball, but you're going to run into 3.
You're going to play safe?
Yeah, sure is.
Wow, that's
It's not a bad shot, but still, I mean.
No, I think personally, I know JR is probably going to hear this. I'm sorry, I actually think that's a horrible shot. I mean, Chris is. All you got to do is just split the. You just got to split the angle, yeah.
I think he's trying to block the 1-ball on it.
No, that could have been it. Yeah, maybe he just didn't complete.
It didn't come up all the way.
Yeah. I think that shot's very un-JR-like, really. I mean, he plays better, I think, than to leave Chris that full shot like that.
I was surprised to see him play safe there, honestly.
Yeah, he runs a lot of balls. Well, too, with the 1 ball being there, he could have shot one of the balls that were down table and still floated behind the one
Right.
and made the angle harder too. That's something. I shouldn't have said horrible shot. That makes me sound like an asshole. Well, I guess I kind of am, but I mean, it wasn't meant to be that way.
Yeah, I think his end result wanted to be better than leaving the kick, definitely. But it's hard to do that sometimes. Not the ball up where you take the kick
Oh,
away.
you ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding, yeah. It's easy to say what we're gonna do from here,
Right.
but yeah,
absolutely.
getting up and saying stuff. That's
Oh,
that's
that's
not
probably
the
looking straight in.
case. Hey, Aaron. Benny, what up? Rook, what up? So the mayor sneaks one from behind to get 9-8. JR busts them wide open.
Great break.
Looks like a G1 break. Call it a G1 break because I'm the best dry breaker this side of 80. So ain't nobody dry breaks as good as me. I'll take bets on that too. Ooh, he's thinking about it. He's like, now wait a minute.
I dry break a lot. So. I will wait till this rack is over and I'll give Jay his spot back. I've been hogging it, I feel like, so.
He don't care. He's here all the time. You stay here as long as you want. And it's nice too. One of the things that we both agreed on, that if someone comes with someone, if as long as they're okay with it, we'd like for them to come in here because, I mean, they listen to me all the time. You know, I
I know
mean,
the players.
but
I know Chris too. I've played plenty of his tournaments, I've been breakers.
yeah, but to get to have somebody in here that maybe rode with somebody who knows them better than Jay hasn't traveled around a lot, so he's piggybacking off of me quite a lot, which is okay because I know a lot of the players, you know, but it's nice to get somebody in here who knows the players, you know. So, but yep, stay as long as you like, go, whatever. I got to stay in here, so it don't matter. They have to hear my annoying ass
You're
voice the
stuck
whole
here no
time.
matter what.
Yep. So Chris is in a little bit of a pickle. He took stripes. He's kind of wondering how to get to the 9 ball right now, but I think the 9 goes in the side. Oh, he draws it in the side. That's no good.
So does Dan Hogan want to play a match then? Can we set something up for that?
Oh, we probably could. I got a whole bunch of people right now. I literally turned off my Facebook Messenger today.
Just because you're
Dude,
so much?
I don't know how many times I've said June's full.
People want to play in June.
Multiple times. And I'm getting people asking if they can play during the day and all kinds of things like that. Like, I have a life.
Right.
You know, and I'm already committing to my nights out here.
Already this is
and
yeah.
I have a wife.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, I do have a life outside of it, and I sometimes wonder if some people forget that, you know, because it's, hey, what about now? What about now? How about this day? How about that? And I just turned it off. I just couldn't deal with it anymore.
It'd be cool if you could find somebody that, you know, could run the days for you. You know, you can kind of.
Yeah, well, and being in Pontiac too, you know, I got one other guy that plays close to my level, that lives in Pontiac, and that's Doug Williams. I don't know if you remember Doug. He's a big, tall, red-headed boy, kind of a bulky.
Probably if I saw him,
Yeah,
I would
kind
know
of
him.
a
I'm sure.
kind of a bulky guy. He's come to Clinton for a lot
Oh,
of.
I'm sure I've seen him in
a lot of.
He's been there.
Who is that? He comes to a lot of Chris's.
Triples.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for, was triples. That guy.
I've seen him before. I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I was probably drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I know him now from that picture.
Yeah, he's under me, but he plays. He's probably Pontiac's number 2, and it's just, you know, what you saw there. He's got 2 little boys, so he just can't come in and do the kind of stuff. And we've got Jay. Don't go on the side. Oh, look at him being a nice guy, making the 5 ball for him.
Man.
Saying I'll make it easier
Merry
for
Christmas
you.
there.
But yeah, it would be nice if I could get some other people to come in here. There are people out there who play pool much better than I am, and I would love to have their voices heard as to what they would do. I've had some
people have been very respectful to me, you know, who are like, hey, we appreciate you breaking down the racks and things like that. But, I mean, there are people who play way better than I do out there that probably could give you a way better explanation than I can. But there's just
That's the thing,
none
though.
really around
Everybody plays different. You know, there's always a different route.
You're right. You're right. I only halfway agree with that.
Sometimes there's not a wrong or right way, but sometimes there is.
And
you know?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I halfway agree with it. And that is because when you start to look at abilities, you have, like, say, an APA 2 and 3. They're going to do things one way. And the coach is going to reflect that. Then you have your 4s and 5s who are probably going to do it a little different. And then you got your 6s who are going to do it probably better than anything underneath. But then you get to that 7 number. And that 7 number, just an 8 ball for the APA, you have an APA 7 who just won it from a 6. They might not really be a 7, but maybe their scores show that they are. And then you've got someone like, I'm just going to throw a random name out there, Ike Runnels or something like that. Some stupid-ass player that's not even allowed in the APA. But if they were, well, they'd be a 7 too. So now you've got 7, and then you've got 7 way up there, you know, that you can't touch. And where I'm going with that is when you get to that professional level, if you really think about it and you listen to the commentating of matches and things like that, there is only one right way. They all do it the same way.
That's very true. I can see that.
You know, so I mean, I will say, and that's why I say I half agree with you, because partially it does, by level, you're going to have your different ways, but then when you get to that specific level, you start doing things just like everybody else does. So there is a bunch of different ways, but in my opinion, there's only one right way. And sometimes we're just not good enough to do it the way that we're supposed to do it, you know? That's what I always say. I tell people all the time, well, when I get asked anyway, they're like, how do you choose what ball you're going to shoot? And I said, well, I tell myself I shoot the right ball. Sometimes it's the hardest shot on the table. But I ask myself, what's the right shot on the table for me to shoot? For me, now mind you, for an APA 2, 3, 4 or something, that might be totally different. But at this level in my career, the right shot is probably the right shot at this upper level, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just shoot it. The only way I'm going to get better at it, under pressure especially, is to shoot the sumbitch.
Right.
So I shoot it, you know, and some people are like, oh, man, well, I would have done this. And I tell them the reason why I didn't, because it was the wrong shot. I shoot that shot, I've got the highest percentage chance of winning the game if I shoot that shot right now. If I don't, I get in jail. I wind up in jail somewhere. I actually thought he was going to go buy that and scratch. JR right now is looking to get his first lead since the very beginning of the set.
Since the 4th rack. Yeah.
So it's not too difficult, especially with JR being left-handed. Just a drag shot with some low left. See, this is what I told you.
That's the stripe over there on the corner, on the second rail, isn't it?
Oh, it is. That's the 10 ball. Yep. That's the one that's the hardest to call out of all these balls. Because on camera, the blue is so dark.
Looking at those 2 rails, probably.
I don't know. Can he get it 2 rails?
I don't know.
The 2 balls, kind of big. He might have to try to push it 1 rail just past the 2 and hope he doesn't scratch. So he gets over there, but it's not in the way that he likes. And I don't see a shot here. What are the chances that he's gonna hit that sucker pure right through the 1 and the 3 ball in the corner pocket? Shoot a 3 railer.
I don't know. I'm blocking the pocket.
Yeah, I agree.
And then leaving the cue ball over here.
Yeah.
We played safe. Which.
Now you see, that's another boo-boo in my opinion. He should have put the 10 up on the 7.
At least, yeah, Ty won him up. He's not shooting the 4 ball here. That's just me.
He's played safe. Chris has missed the last couple important shots, so the big question is does the 4 go by the 2? Because I would have shot the 4 by the 2 if that was the case there. So maybe it doesn't go.
It must not.
What up, Brett?
Playing
Yeah, Chris is going to have to do something because he's inching it a little closer.
Closer and closer.
Yep. He better be careful. He's going to push it right on that ball. Although maybe that's Chris's plan, too. Because if he eventually pushes it up on the ball, JR's probably got to make it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a little hard.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now Chris is in a good spot.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
And he can even leave the 7 till last. Just in case he misses a shot. He can even leave it till last here.
We'll shoot the combo here.
Yep. As long as he leaves a ball there, he's if he's thinking that he's not confident in getting the out. What up, JP? This is a guy. I don't know if you know Justin Perales or not. This guy's from Joliet. He's someone that I want in this booth. This guy's an absolute monster. He plays 8-ball on a bar table. I drool watching him play, dude. He plays so good. And, I mean, he plays all games good. He's a monster 9-ball player, too. But
specialties 8-ball, huh?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say that. He's one of those guys that, like I said, he's so well thought out. And I'm just so impressed with how he moves the cue ball around the table. He makes the hardest shots on the table look stupid easy. He's such a good player. Have you ever heard of the name Jeff Sargent before? You heard that one? Okay, well, at one point in time, he was like, he probably still is, knowledgeable-wise, the best player in the Joliet area. One of the top-notch players in the Chicagoland area. But Jeff's got arthritis in his hands now, and he can't play as well as he used to. And Justin now is probably one of those players up in Joliet. Yeah, he hung around a lot with Jeff, and Jeff loves bar table 8-ball. Hates 9-ball. Hates it. But Jeff is one of the best 8-ball players that I've ever seen in my life. I had the opportunity to learn from Jeff a little bit, and he just taught me the things. So, like the things that I'm talking about now, it came from him in a way, and I tweaked it for my own mind. But tell you what, man, those Joliet players, you ever get an opportunity, there's a bar up in Joliet, and I know it's a drive for you. If you wanted to, you could drive here. I'd go up there with you, because that'd be about halfway. It takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get to this place. A place in Joliet called Long Shots Bar and Grill that has like 8 diamonds in there. You want to see some badass pool players, man. Like, you think Peoria's rough?
Not even close.
When you get into Chicago, man, and I mean, in this case, I'm calling Joliet as part of Chicago, just because Chicago's, for some of those players, it's only 20 minutes away.
All right, so everybody comes down there.
Yeah, it's just straight down a show. Man, you want to talk about some dudes who can play some badass pool? My lord, you've played in some of my Clinton tournaments. Weak compared to the tournaments that are up there. It's sick.
Because bigger area of people.
Oh, man, it's so sick. So sick to play up there. I can say that I've won some tournaments in that area, and I'm proud on the ride home, because that's some of the players that I've beaten too. This is we're talking about a lot of different stuff. We should be calling the match, but it makes for good conversations and things like that. But yeah, boys, this is definitely a good match. They've missed their fair share of shots, but they've made their fair share of shots too. It's a really close matchup. Someone asked me at the beginning who I thought would win, and the only reason why I gave an edge to Chris is because I thought he played more defense than JR, and then when Dalton came in, Dalton kind of confirmed that, saying that JR likes to run balls a lot more than he likes to play safe, and Chris is more of a conventional player, so he plays a little tighter. But in terms of ball-making ability, both players, I think, are really even. They've missed the same shots. They've made the same types of shots. Chris hasn't jumped a ball yet, but you guys missed a really good shot in game 1. JR, I can't remember what shot JR shot to get to the 8-ball, but he winds up hooking himself on the 8-ball. Not even a second thought, pulls out his jump stick and fires a cut shot the length of the table and drills it in the corner pocket.
I think he made like a hard cut shot in the top left, the bottom left corner.
Yep.
And then
Yep, he made that one too. Oh.
Yeah.
commentator curse. We're talking good about him.
Well, he didn't leave him very much, at least. I mean, a little bit of. I don't think that 13 ball. 13 ball? The orange one?
That is the pink 12.
That's the pink 12. Okay.
Yeah, so Jacob Landstrom actually told me this, and I never thought of it before. So when you look at the colors on the balls, the color represents its stripe sister exactly 8 balls ahead.
Right.
And I never knew that before. I never thought of it. So in this case, the 4 ball is pink. So that's how I always remember that the 12 ball is pink.
So I knew that, but I'm still thinking 5 ball. And,
right, right, yeah.
I'm not used to the TV balls, so to speak.
Good arc up.
The 2 ball should go, I think.
The 2 goes. The 12 ball doesn't. Right now, anyway. And you know what? The 12 ball might even go. If you can hit it out towards the point, it might be able to slow roll in there. But it looks like the 12 ball is going past the side pocket.
What are you shooting here first? The 2 or the 1?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot the 1 ball. But I'm not gonna draw it backwards. I'm just gonna play it off of the rail and come out. Just corner. Center ball. Just whatever I need to do. Because I think this is too much of an angle. I don't like that. I would have tried to. By leaving myself up higher, I'd have been straighter in on the 8 ball.
Put yourself next to that 3rd diamond down.
Uh-oh, JR.
What a terrible leave.
This is a safety leave. Yep, Chris is going to probably put him behind the purple 13 ball.
Purple 13.
The purple stripe. Going to attempt to play a safe here, Dalton. Is he calling the bank? He is not calling that bank shot. Okay. He was gearing up in his stroke like he was going to fire a bank shot. I'm like, what? So JR is paying for breaking G1's rule number 1. I tell anybody that I play pool with, Rule 1. What's Rule 1? And you can ask anybody in this town, what's Rule 1? And they go, make the ball.
I thought it was don't gamble with Mike Dunklin.
Different rule. Different set of rules. Different set of rules. But when I'm playing, I don't know how many times I'll tell myself, even if I leave myself rough, okay, make the ball. Whatever you have afterwards, whatever. If you miss this ball, you're going to lose. Make the shot. And I tell myself, as I'm getting down, make the shot, make the shot, make the shot. And it helps me out of a mental jam a lot of times, too. I was talking with a player last night through Messenger about like the mental side of the game and things like that. Oh, that's a bad roll, in my opinion. Makes a good hit.
Hit and scratch.
Yeah, that's a bad roll. We were talking about the mental side of pool, and one of the things that Larry Neville. You ever heard of Larry Neville before? He's a pro player out of Wisconsin, and I was playing Larry once. Up in the Karam room in Beloit, and we were playing a huge tournament. It was a $100 entry fee tournament, and I lost to him 9-4. I ran all 4 of the racks that I won, so they were all. I think 3 of them were break-in runs, and then 1 of them he dry broke, and I ran out. So every game I won, I played real solid, right? But in the games that I didn't win, this asshole, I bury him twice. He makes a 4-rail kick shot. Now you guys won't be able to see this, but I'm going to show him. I got to backtrack it. The ball was here. He makes a 4-rail kick shot. It was like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was this way. He kicks this way, comes through here, and clips the 4 ball and rides the 4 ball into the side pocket. And like, you got to be out of your damn mind. And then another shot, too. I had the 2 ball that was out here in the middle, and I buried him out here between the 1 and the 4 ball, and he kicks 2 rails and hits it center pocket. Not the 1 ball, I'm sorry. The 5 ball and the 4 ball. And he center pocket. And I'm just sitting here going like this. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me right now. So after the matchup, I better change the score before I forget about it. Chris got that game to go up, right? Yeah, 11-9. So afterwards, he comes over to me, and he can tell I'm a little upset. I played the best pool that I possibly could, and losing 9-4 against a player like Larry Neville. I mean, Larry Neville, I'm trying to think of what Derby City title he has. It might even be the all-around. I don't remember, but just to have a title, period, at the Derby City says you're a breakout player, right? And he comes over to me and goes, hey, it's like, I can tell you're mad. And he goes, but I want you to know that you shouldn't be mad. And he goes, even at my level, pros don't make those shots. Like, you hit them. But to make them consistently, he says, dude, I made 2 badass shots against you. It's like, you can't be mad. You can't be mad.
Yeah.
You know, if I call them again, do I hit it? Probably. Do I make it?
Probably not.
I don't know. You know, so I was like, well, I appreciate you saying that. And I said, because the last game, I'm breaking, it's alternate break. I scratch on the break. Playing 10 ball, he's got ball in hand, right? And I told him, I said, Larry, I told myself, I was just trying my best to get as close to you as I could, and I'm like, I just told myself, don't scratch. There I go, I blast, and I shoot the cue ball straight in the side pocket.
That's your first problem. You said don't scratch.
Yep, and he looks right at me, and he goes, that was your problem. And I go, what do you mean? And he says, when you tell yourself not to scratch, what's fresh in your mind? And I go,
scratching.
And he goes, exactly. And he goes, if you would have worded it differently, if you would have said, keep the cue ball on the table, what's the first thing running through your mind? Keeping the cue ball on the table, not mentally moving it into a pocket. And that was the mental side of pool that I never really thought about before. I'm like, holy crap, so you're saying I scratched because I subconsciously pushed the cue ball into the side pocket? And he goes, I'm not saying that's why it happened, but in my opinion as a professional player, I'm going to tell you that it didn't help.
No.
And I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, that's deep. And this is the same Larry Neville that during the Derby City Classic, I'm almost positive he broke his shaft into a million pieces.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time.
Yeah, so I was like, God damn, but that's like my professional lesson of the day for G1 TV, like the mental capacity of pool. So you good to stay in here a minute by yourself? I know that's creepy.
Oh, sure, why not?
I'm going to go get a beverage.
Okay, go right ahead.
All right, everybody listen to Dalton.
I won't do much talking, probably.
I need something to drink.
What are you drinking?
Huh?
Next drink?
McGillicuddy and Red Bull.
McGillicuddy's and Red Bull.
Little fruity too, drink.
Never had it before.
But you feel it a little if you drink the whole bottle, and I know you drink the
Oh,
whole
yeah. Give me a quarter. Rack number 21. Dry break. I feel like an announcer. I feel kind of professional. I'm just going to take the pocket ball. What if I shoot the 11 ball? Now you open that pocket up. It's fine if you get out, but rough lead there. So combo, good shot. Very good shot. Back to the drawing board though. But all you could do. Not a bad lead in a row. Probably losing viewers as we speak. kept it short and sweet while you were gone.
Short and sweet, huh? Did you say how many words? 2?
Maybe 20.
20? All right.
Counting those last 5 I just said.
Yeah, I left it in the freezer, and I
That's a little
forgot
frozen?
that. Yeah, I forgot that there's not enough algae in this to keep it from freezing.
Set it outside.
But I want it now.
Oh. You didn't get nothing out of it.
It's-
Oh. Dammer.
Looks like salsa.
Got a little slushy.
Yeah.
Alright. After this rack, I'm done. Hey, Jay can come back in here.
Okay.
I've been hogging the microphone.
Oh, there we go. I appreciate you sitting in here with me, bud. We've had some good conversation.
I had a blast, man. This really nice setup here. Can't wait to play here.
Oh, we'll get you in. I don't know when, but
Oh gosh.
we'll get you in. Are you working?
I actually started a new job on Tuesday.
Where at?
Table Island, Decatur.
Okay.
Kind of like a ADM, smaller ADM facility. But I'll be working every other weekend, so maybe I can do a weekday match or something.
Or are you only working weekends?
No, it's like a. Oh, what's that? I thought I missed it. No, I work 2 on, 2 off, 3 on, 2 off kind of schedule.
Okay.
So basically, if I work this Monday, I'm off that following Monday. Kind of like a alternate.
What up, Kevin? What up, Robbie? Thanks for tuning into the action, everybody. If you could just do us a huge favor, like it so I know it, and share it so other people can watch it. We're really trying to get some more viewers here. We're trying to do some other things, trying to get some raffles going and things like that. For the people who are watching right now, we are trying to do some raffles to raise money to bring professional players to Jay's Garage. I already have the professional players in mind. I just have to make sure that I have the money worth fighting for. So I'm going to try to set up a $5,000 matchup. I'm not sure if he got behind that ball or not. By JR walking up there without his cue stick, I'm going to say he did. But I would like to set up a match where they're playing for $5,000 of their own money, and we can add $5,000 to the matchup. So that's what the Q raffles that you're going to see are going to go towards, raising money to put 2 pros in the box inside Jay's Garage on G1 TV for you all to watch. And if my dream does come true and everything goes the way I want it to, we'll have a very special guest commentator as well. Oh, I thought that was the 2-ball. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
Yep, I thought that was the 2-ball. We're gonna have a very special guest commentator that I would announce later. Of course, I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, and truthfully, I don't even want to get my own hopes up because it's a shot in the dark on that. But for those of you who know me, know my plans tend to come to fruition. So just need your guys' help to do it. So any help you can give us would be appreciated. It all depends on what you want to see on G1 TV. So Chris is looking to back cut the 8-ball to finally extend his game to 3 games, to finally extend his lead to 3 games. He's been battling back and forth and can't quite get past the 3-game margin, or the 2-game margin, so he's going to try to increase it to 3. Let's see what he does. Did he change pockets on me?
Yeah, I changed it.
Oh, no, that's the one I thought he was shooting
I
at.
thought he called him bottom right corner after he decided that. Didn't matter, he didn't make it, but still.
So this is a buckle down fire shot.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Unless you want to try to skim the 2-ball and play safe, which is not an easy shot, but.
No. You mean him put the 10 in front of the 8,
yeah,
right?
Put the cue ball
Yeah.
behind the.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You're looking at putting the cue ball behind the
Behind it.
stripe. Okay.
And it's not easy, but. Missed it.
I overcut it. Now, I will say this personally. I don't get mad very often when I overcut a ball. I gave myself a chance to make it. When I undercut it, I want to break my cue stick in half. A lot of times. Well, all right. He extends the lead to 3, and I want to thank Dalton for coming in and giving us some interesting conversation. So
Absolutely,
I
man.
appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
brother.
My pleasure.
Man. Yep.
Really,
I
do.
hope to see you back here again. So
I'll be
we'll
back.
try to set up a match with you too. So
Yep.
Cool.
just go ahead and
All right, thanks, guys.
unplug that. Yep. See you, Dalton.
See ya.
So I don't know if Jay's going to come back in or not. He might be pretty comfortable out there. But if not, you'll have to listen to my ugly mug for the rest of the match. I didn't know. So here we go again. Chris extends his lead finally to 3 that he's been fighting for. JR's been keeping it close. Let's see if JR can make a 3-game comeback and make it 12-12. Let's see. That was this is an even game, so that means JR broke. So ball down, and he decides he wants to take solids. So this is a really good opportunity for him to get out of the rack. He's got to shoot the 7 and go after the 2 right now, in my opinion. In just my opinion. He's going to get himself tied up, and I really don't like to shoot the 2 ball last. But some players do. I don't like to shoot the 2 ball last because there's too many stripes up there that I can get stuck behind. Just my personal feelings about it. So, yep, he's getting goofy. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to shoot the 2 ball? He misses the 2 ball. So if the cue ball dies, Chris is going to start his run with the 14 ball. Checking to see if the purple stripe, the 13, goes. Trying to move his way back for it. He didn't quite get there. Please call this 3-ball combination. I would love to watch this go in just because I am an immature pool player and love to watch cool shots. So I think Chris is going to pull the trigger on the 3-ball combo. Boom, baby. Oh, don't scratch. Don't do that to him. I love shots like that. They crack me up. Good shot by Chris. And he controlled all the balls. Oh, that is a very un-Chris-like miss. Gives JR a chance to get out of the rack. This is just a high stroke, a high slow roller. Good smooth stroke. You could get all the way down for the 4-ball. Yes, sir. And then to come back up for the 2 in the top left corner. Oh, JR shoots it. He catches too much of the 4-ball. I think so. We're at rack number 21 right now. So this is looks like Chris and JR both are starting to get a little exhausted. Playing these long races. A race of 15 is no joke. That's a potential 29 games if it goes hill. So let's see if Chris, I know he's looking at the safety right now of trying to duck behind the pink 12 ball. Let's see if he plays it. I don't know what might leave a chance for JR to see the 2. I don't know. He's putting inside angle. Looks like right hand spin on it, so maybe he's going to the outside. Nope. So he does let JR see the 2 ball. So this is the only tough shot, I think. Well, actually, a really good shot here for Chris to play, or for JR to play. If he can hit mostly left-hand spin and shoot the 2 ball about half ball, he's gonna hook himself. He's gonna hook Chris almost right on the 13 ball. He goes for the bank, which I don't like to do because, as you can see where the cue ball's at, now Chris has a chance to run him off. That would have been a definite safety for me, just trying to lock something on something. No, don't get straight in. Might have to, depending on the bad shot of the 10, might have to commit to shooting the 10. Chris is just going to pull the cue ball back on the 13, I think. Yeah, good shot. Goes forward to the rail. He didn't hit it hard enough, he says. He points to where he wanted it. But that's still okay. As long as he stays down, Chris has been jumping up a lot. About a half a tip of inside English. And just make the ball. Cue ball's going to come across the rails.
You're going to put the 8 ball in the corner pocket. To get a 4-game lead on JR. And Chris says, I can't believe it. I actually made the 8 ball in that corner pocket. I've missed it so many times. So Chris leads 13-9, and I want to give a shout out to June 20th. We're going to see Josh Donaldson take on Joey Dyer in some 10-ball action. I believe this is, I'm thinking, I might be forgetting someone, but currently to date, maybe Monday we have a 10-ball matchup, but this is the first 10-ball matchup that I believe is designated. We might have one coming up on Monday, 10-ball race to 25. But I want to get... I want to get Chris's break there. I missed the break, but he scratched on it, so I guess nothing to see here, folks. Just Chris scratching on a break. But JR has ball in hand anywhere on the table because they're playing BCA rules. So JR is setting the cue ball down, looking like he wants to take stripes. When you look at the problems of the table, there's a cluster of the 7 ball, the 3 ball, and the 4 ball that's over there that I think a lot of players probably wouldn't like, which is probably why JR took stripes. JR's problem ball is the pink 12. So he has to find a solution to that definitely sooner than later if he wants to get out of the rack. I'm not sure if he got there. He might be upset. But this also gives JR an opportunity to shoot the ball that he has a problem with. If he has a good angle here, I would put about a half a tip a draw and a half a tip a left on this ball and try to pound it off the rail and go get the 14 in the corner pocket. Boom. Yep, there you go. So now you got the 14 ball. It's going to go up here. Good shot. And then you can draw back with the 13 ball, shooting in the side and draw back for the 15 ball. Wow. I did not see JR missing that ball. So again, he has run off the majority of the rack and left Chris an open table. So let's see what Chris decides to start with. I would actually think that you might want to... he goes to push the 4 ball out. I might have stunned the cue ball into the 3 and pushed the 3 out past the 4. Look outside pocket. There you go. So Chris is looking at a potential out to go to the hill. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I see some people, BJ, Donnie, Brian, what's up? So Chris gets all the way back around. How he missed the 2 ball, I truly don't know. I thought for sure that he was going to run into the 2. But now he's in a predicament because he has an offset angle to bring the cue ball all the way to the bottom portion of our screen. And there's not really a shot that Chris likes there. So he's going to have to go forward with this and try to shoot the 2 in the top side pocket. So let's see what he does. That would be my shot that I'm trying to get to. Coming high with a little bit, like half a tip of inside English, just to make sure the angle stays straight enough. And I would try to catch the 2 ball in the top side pocket. If you put a lot of inside on it, you can shoot the 2 ball in the bottom left-hand pocket because the cue ball is going to come off the bottom rail and then snap to the top right rail. So let's see what Chris decides to do. Not sure what he's going to do. Chris plays a defensive shot. Chris has been playing very smart the entire set. Hasn't been afraid to play safe. So JR looking to bank the ball. Just misses the bank shot. Puts it in the corner, so it forces Chris to make all good decisions. Chris is going to go after the 4. Me personally, I'd go after the 2 because the 2 gives you an angle to shoot the 3 ball. The cue ball here looks like it's trying to hide behind the 8. So I don't know if he has a shot at the 3 or not. So Chris is looking to go to the hill here. 14-9 if he makes it. Yep, he does. So he goes up 14-9. And that means that I believe it should be JR's break. Even games. Who broke that last rack? I don't know. I thought Chris won the first, so 14-9. Oh no, that'd be an odd game. Never mind. No, this is an even game. 14-9. I thought Chris won the lag. I could be wrong. Huh?
He did.
He did?
He did win the leg.
Got everything handled there. Sorry about that. I thought for sure that it was JR's break. So, oh, this just got interesting. He scratches on a break. That's 23. Yeah, okay. All right. I'll be right back, folks. They're going to re-rack. So it looks like they opted to re-rack and let JR break again. JR almost snaps in the 8. Would have had to been spotted or re-racked, of course, but there's a ball down, so it's an open table. Chris leading his far stretch, not being able to slip away for over 2 games for quite a while now, and now he is up 5, trying to look at closing the matchup with him being on the hill. So JR takes stripes and doesn't hit it hard enough, so he's kind of left himself a bad issue to get there. So shoots a nice recovery shot and has another shot to get out of it with hitting the 11 like that, so that's a good shot. Looking to play a safe. I don't know if he got, no, I can tell, yeah, he didn't get there. So that's going to frustrate JR a little bit. He's given Chris an opportunity to win the match here. So here's a shot, shoot the 2 ball, come in. He's going to shoot the 7, but I would shoot the 2 ball just to come in between the 4 and the 3.
because if you can get to the 3 ball, the 3 goes in the top right corner, and then the rack would have been over. The 7 ball still would have been out there, so it would have been no big deal. So Chris has a little fighting to do going this way right now. He's got to get to the 3 ball somehow, some way, if he wants to get out of this rack. So he's going to shoot the 4 in the corner here, and let's see what he does to try to get to the 3. Yeah, he comes around it, so Chris is in trouble now. He's missed the 3 ball. If he would have come through the 8 ball and the 4 ball early on, he would have been able to get it. So he's going to jack up, try to draw back. This will be a great shot. Oh, I thought he was trying to go in between those balls, but he just made it. You know, sometimes you just got to make the ball. So now a lot of low outside English, I would say, low left, and fire it in the top right-hand corner if he's thinking offensive. Wow, that was interesting. Chris goes for the bank and almost has the ball come back and cut the 8 in the side pocket. That would have been brutal. Brutal roll, but JR's got a chance here. For me, just to get in stroke, I'm shooting the 12 in the corner, and I'm calling safe. I'm making Chris kick at the 3 ball. But JR shot a good shot to get in there, and here's a safety right now that he could play. I would duck it in there, but I think JR is kind of looking at it like, you know what, it's 14-9, enough safety, jabs. I better start getting some balls off the table so I can get some wins. So I don't know. I'm just more of a conservative player. I don't care if I'm down 99-0 in a race to 100. I'm still gonna play the shots that I feel are gonna give me the most chances to win a game. But for me, that's safeties. For JR, it might be running out. I don't know. We're two different people. JR shoots a nice shot to just get back out to the middle of the table. This shot's a tester. Him or Chris have not been very successful in these types of shots the entire matchup. So let's see if he can buckle down and send the cue ball across and back across. He does. Brings that cue ball all the way back around. Now, he's just got to smooth it out for one more shot, and he'll get to 10. He does. No give out of JR yet. That's always a good sign, as JR gets game number 10, gets into double digits. Double digits is always a different story. So now we're hitting rack number 25, and it is Chris's break. To my knowledge, this is game number 25, and I don't think we've seen a break and run yet. So it's just funny how the balls break as to whether or not you get out sometimes. And there's only been maybe 2 racks where I really thought that we could see one. The rest of them's been pretty tied up. So let's see if Chris can win in honorable fashion here and maybe break and run a rack to end the set. I don't know. He did make a ball in a break. I did hear one go. Chris looks like he's going to go after the 2 ball. Fires at him, which isn't a horrible shot. He didn't really have a nice place to get to, so he just tries to break the cue ball out of there to give himself something to continue playing. He's coming down. Oh, he's going to get on the wrong side of the 3. Uh-oh. Bank. Boom. Yep. Comes up high. So he gives JR an opportunity. JR's problem ball is the 11. So if he wants to get out, he's got to find a pocket for it. So he recognizes that. That's why he left the pink 12 ball down there. He recognizes that he needs to use it to get to the 11. Now, I think the 11 goes in the top right-hand corner for sure. And I think it goes in the bottom left-hand corner as well. But JR came up with a miss on that shot to, again, give Chris the potential to end the ball game. So good news for JR, though. I'm not sure if he gave Chris some angle to get the 6 out of there. He's looking to see if the 6 can be played into the 1. Chris has to be careful with that, though, because then the 6 can pop up on the 9. So you got to be really careful with how he plays that. If he doesn't hit it full, he's going to wind up with a tied up 6 ball just on a different ball. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We've been steadily right around 20 people almost the entire matchup, so we appreciate you sitting back and watching the Friday night fight between the mayor, Chris Wilder, and the principal, J.R. Conn. Nicknames come from true life jobs. J.R. is a principal of an elementary school, and Chris Wilder is the mayor of the town of Chenoa. So good news and bad news. Chris got his breakout. Bad news is he doesn't have anywhere to shoot it. So he's going to have a interesting shot here. Yeah, he should play it safe. Why don't you just put the headset on, because I can hear you through this anyway.
It's okay.
He says that's all right. My friend Josh is in here. He says he doesn't need to put on a headset, so Chris does what he can to play a safety, but to no avail, really. Yeah, it was a hard save to play. Hello, Ezra. So JR has got to be careful. He is looking to leave that 11 ball till last, but he's got to be really careful or he's going to have a tough shot on it. There you go. Get out there now. Go shoot it now. Good shot. Now you just got to draw and clip the 3 ball and leave the cue ball about a diamond away from the end rail. Oh, you hit it a little too hard. So this is a couple rail leave. I'm shooting the 8 ball in the side pocket at the bottom of the screen. Just a slow roll. Going to try to come up by the middle diamond there. So he hits it full with not as much high English as I would have. So he's going to shoot it in the corner. Let's see if JR can buckle down and pocket it. They both missed a couple 8 balls tonight. There you go. So he says he's not done yet. The score now is 14-11. Yeah, they're just going to elect to keep going. So that I'm all right. I don't need a break. So they said they don't need a break. So we're just going to continue on in game number 16. I'm sorry, not game 16. This is game 26. Excuse me. So Chris is still on the hill. JR's fighting back. It was 14-9. It's 14-11 now. We'll see if Chris can put him away. This is getting a little closer. Here in about 3 minutes, we'll be reaching the 3-hour mark. I think they started at 4:45, and JR breaks the 8 ball in. Yes, Brian, it is. Tony Gum, a friend of mine from Clinton, Illinois, runs Breakers Bar and Grill, is going to come up, and he's going to play Sean Dow. I don't know a lot about Sean. I have seen him play in a couple of my tournaments. He seems like he plays pretty well. He's from the Champaign area, so they're going to come up, and they're going to play Tony's same stipulations, 8-ball race to 15. So that'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Thanks for asking. JR starts with a shoe-in combination to take solids. Brian, I know you live pretty far away, man, but I've seen your game. If you ever want to take a travel, we've got some pretty stout matchups coming up. I would love to get you on some commentary, man, to talk through some racks with me, because I've watched you play, and I know you are a phenomenal player. But I know it's a drive for you if you're ever just wanting to drive. I came to your place one time, and we met one time, and man, that was years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago. But it was about a 3-hour drive, I think, to get to maybe 2 hours. It was a drive. I know you're in is it Mattoon, I think, and we're here in Pontiac, so that was quite a bit of a drive to get there. But You had a nice place. So yeah, it'd be nice if you ever wanted to take a drive up here. We're setting up some stout matches, you know. Buy a dinner or something like that and come hang out and call some pool with me. So JR's still trying to work out solids to get to 12. Hey Tom, what's up? A nice stroke by JR brings him back to the 2-ball. That's a super good shot. So this will be the toucher though. Does he go into the 7? Like, does he try to break it out? Yeah, he did. I think he's got enough. Did he kiss himself on the 14? He doesn't look happy. The 7 should be able to go up in the top right-hand corner. That's where he wants to shoot it. But I think he just called the combination, so which tells me that he did hook himself on the 14. So not much, brother. How's everything going in Indiana? I see you're back to pool tournaments. So let's see if JR can pull off this nice combination. The thing you got to look for here is where's the 7 going. He misses the 3-ball. So you had to look at where the 7 was going, but obviously you had to look where the cue ball was going as well. So sometimes you can't commentate fast enough. So Chris is going to start with the 14 in the side, which I'm sure is going to lead him to the 15 in the corner pocket. Oh, he goes, so he's going to go the 10, 13, 15 route, I believe. I have been proven wrong a few times tonight. But as always, it's just how I would do it. He rolled forward there. I think I actually would have kept on the other side of the 15, and I would have come through the rails back for the 11, but just me. Yep, that's what you got to worry about. Look out, 11. You don't want to hook yourself on it. Good shot. And who is the house pro out there, Tom? So Chris looking to finally catch JR. Yeah, Brian, just message me and let me know, man. I'll try to get a strong matchup to where we can really talk some good stuff, and it'd be a lot of fun. So there you have it, folks. Chris Wilder has defeated JR Conn by a score of 15 to 11. Before we go, I know there's 23 viewers, and I know you're probably like, all right, it's over, but it's not quite over yet because I have some things that you definitely need to hear. And it starts off with June 6th. I don't have anything to show you, but I got something to tell you. Oh, Chris Lawson's a great player. So on June 6th, we're having Tony Gum come up to the garage. He's going to take on Sean Dow from Champaign. Tony runs Breakers Bar and Grill in Clinton, Illinois, and it's where I got my start as a tournament director. He's a great player. And he will definitely put on a good show against Sean. I don't know a lot about Sean, but I've heard he plays well. So we're going to see what happens. That's going to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. right here on G1 TV. And then we look forward. Oh, hell, I'll just click this button. So you can see all three. The next 3 weeks are set up. And we have June 13th, an absolute stellar matchup between Abe Shade and Dustin Wilgus. Shade is from Peoria, and Dustin is from Champaign. And Dustin's coming out of retirement. He's going to, he's always been a great player, but he decided to pick one of the top dogs that we have in the state right now in Abe. So that's going to be a phenomenal matchup. You can catch that race to 20 on G1 TV June 13th live at 5 p.m. On June 20th, we run into 10-ball action featuring Josh Donaldson from Peoria taking on Joey Dyer from Ottawa, Illinois. That's going to be a race to 25, world standardized 10-ball rules. That's going to start at 1:30, and that is going to be on June 20th. And moving forward to the last Saturday in June, another phenomenal matchup that we have set up on G1 TV. Two young guns getting ready to go at it between Josh Franklin of Creve Coeur taking on Ryan Ponton of of Bradley, Illinois. They grew up together in the juniors divisions. They've won junior championships. They've won state championships. They've won national championships. Both players have played on the Atlantic Cup, which is the 18-year-old and younger version of the Moscone Cup. So Josh has been overseas into Europe, and Ryan got to play the following year right in Chicago. And those two are going to go at it. They're two great players, close in comparison. They're going to play a race to 11 and some 9-ball action, but the only way to win is to win best 2 out of 3 sets. So thank you, everybody, for joining myself, and a special thank you to Dalton for coming in and doing some commentary with me. As always, thanks to Jay for sitting in here and allowing us to use his garage. And we will see you tomorrow morning on G1 TV, tomorrow afternoon, I should say, when we catch Tony Gum and Sean Dow. Again, the final score, the mayor defeats the principal 15-11. This is Eric Noretto with G1 TV signing off. I hope everybody has a phenomenal evening. Take care and be safe.